Yeah, I can hear you now, mate. Can hear you now, if you can hear me. I didn't know anyone has checked on box. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me? When are we going to air? That's in 2 minutes.
Hello?
Mate, I'll have to introduce. That won't work the other way. I have to, mate, yeah. Just give me the order, please, again. Give me the order of when you are going to go to things. You want pitch report first? What do you want first? A pitch report? Okay, then a toss. So, do we have graphics to welcome people? Do you have initial graphics, though, like announcing the match between Nepal and Zimbabwe? You don't. Our screen is still not working here, guys, so we're not going to be able to see when we're on air. By 6. What's 12 by 6? That's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Did you try just turning it on, mate? So there's an on button down here. But you'll have to ask your man for his, or use the pen. It's the bottom. Yeah, the bottom one is on.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
No, it's gone. It's gone. Ah.
Okay, we got the screen working now, mate. It's just no one had turned it on. Yeah, I have the full screen working now. You don't need to send them. You can bring them back. Guys, any idea how long? I've asked him to get it. Hello? Any idea how long till we're going to be going on air? Okay. Okay, thanks.
And write about the sponsors about 6 and 4s.
Yeah, I think that's 10 years ago. Not sure why the company that bought the rights want the 6s named after.
Yeah, for 6, it's 11 Sport Super 6 and Gyre Super 4.
I think it's Jar.
I pronounce it Gyre.
You would have done that, or is it Jar? I'm just going to stick with Jar until someone tells me different.
It's such a nice sunny day.
Is it alright?
You never know here. The day before, it was happening so nicely. You tumbling the TV down.
Oh, yeah, that was good. You enjoyed that. I thought you enjoyed that.
There was a catch taken, a beautiful ball. I had to go side and watch.
1 to 6. Yes. Yes, hello. Who am I talking to here? Roshan? Oh, you're a producer now, Roshan, are you? Good afternoon and a warm welcome along to Kirtipur in Kathmandu. We're about 15 minutes outside of the capital city for game number 3 of this DAFA News Nepal versus Zimbabwe T20 series powered by SkyExchange.net, and it is the series decider. Nepal will be looking to square the series with Zimbabwe A looking to take a 2-0 victory. One game washed out, of course, a couple of days ago. Weather much better today, set fair, some good heat around as well, and hopefully any showers that might be forecast will stay away. You're very welcome along to today's coverage. Andrew Leonard here in the commentary box, and you're watching us live on Action Sports HD here in Nepal, and of course around the world in India on Fancode and all over the world on the CricTracker YouTube channel. So let's get into the action. We've got about 7 or 8 minutes until we get going with the start. A little while ago I took a look at the pitch, the same pitch that we've been using for the 3 matches of the series so far. Let's see how it's going to play. Let's have a look at the wicket. They've ended up having to use the same wicket because of the amount of rain that we've had, and it's much, much greener than it was in previous days. You can see the grass patches, they're starting to grow. The reason they're coming up and growing, all that heavy rain we've had over the last few days, and there's even some grass right on the length here, which you don't too often see at the TU International Cricket Ground. For me, there's only one decision if you win the toss here. You win the toss, you have a bowl first, you get a little bit of helpful conditions for your seamers early on, Your spinners will come into the game later in the day, and what's more, if there's a bit of rain about, you'll probably have that benefit of knowing what your Duckworth Lewis Stern total is going to be. Only one decision: win the toss, have a bowl. Yeah, certainly. I think whichever captain wins the toss is going to look to bowl first in what maybe some pretty helpful bowling conditions for the first 4 or 5 overs with that new white ball. And of course, if you do bowl first, you get that advantage of the Duckworth Lewis Stern calculations coming into play if we do have a rain shortened game. So the toss took place just a little while before we came on air. That was with our MC. Let's get over to Ijaz, who's with the two captains. Button up, mate. You know, button on the top?
No. Zimbabwe is all set here. We are along with this 22-yard to decide who is going to win the toss today. I have got the match referee and two team captains along with me. Sandeep, the leader of Nepal cricket team. Along with him, it's Tony Munyunga, who is leading Zimbabwe A, and Mr. Satyajit Sarkar, one of the senior match official here. He will be officiating as the match referee. Sandeep Lamichane, he has got the coin, and heads is the call. Sandeep, you won the toss. What's your decision?
We're going to bowl first.
So, must-win game, like if you will be winning it, the games will be level. So, how much you have prepared?
Yeah, see, definitely going to go with the same strategy what we were going with the last game. And yeah, hopefully the weather remains clear and no rain, hopefully. Finger crossed for that. But yeah, boys shaping up well and just preparing for this game.
And how much you think that you can make and can give a tough call to Zimbabwe?
Yeah, this is, bowling on the right areas on the first inning and building up that partnership as a, bowling unit. And definitely would love to restrict them under 160 to 165. And yeah, it's definitely a good batting wicket. But 160, I think it's a pass score here to restrict the opponent. Right,
your fitness, your bowling, that spectators want to perform today.
Yeah, definitely. As a leader, you definitely want to deliver every time, but sometimes it's unfortunate. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But yeah, always on a high note. Just want to forget what happened in the last game, but yeah, looking forward to this one.
Okay, good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Tony, they are bowling first. So, do you think will affect your plans?
Not really. To be honest, we were looking to bowl first, but we'll take what's the obviously pretty same wicket from the first game. Wouldn't want to change anything. We better bowl last game. Unfortunately, the conditions didn't let us finish the game, but otherwise, we're looking forward to be batting first and being positive throughout the game.
Right, decider.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's much pressure, obviously, to everyone. We would want to win the game. We'll see how it goes. We'll just take whatever we can, but it's all about playing as a team and being able to execute what we have in plans.
So, any changes from your side?
Just the same team as last game, which was cancelled. We had brought in a Sima, Tribhuvan, so same team as last game.
Okay, good luck for the game.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. And the news from the centre is the captain of Nepal cricket team has won the toss and he is going to bowl first.
Yeah, thank you to Ijaz Ahmed there, and no surprise at all to see Sandeep Lamichane win a second consecutive toss and decide to bowl first again. And both sides unchanged. Again, no real surprises, just a little over 4 overs were possible in game number 2 in the series before the heavens opened with that cataclysmic thunderstorm that I actually got trapped in myself as well. The suits had to go off to the dry cleaners, but the same 11 for both teams, and no real surprise to see that. Keep your eyes in particular on the powerful batting lineup that Zimbabwe possess. Their captain making his first T20 50 in professional cricket just a few days ago and striking the ball with such authority, 7 sixes. But potentially the pick of the batters has actually been the left-hander up at the top of the order. Been really impressed with him. Tadawanashi Marumani. There's the Nepali lineup, and unchanged again. Nice to see Bashir Ahmed given another chance after such an impressive debut. Bim Sharkey's the one who's come in for Arif Sheikh, who's just been a little bit inconsistent in the T20 format. So good in the 50-over stuff. We'll see him, I'm sure, later in the week with the 50-over series getting underway on Friday in just 2 days' time, where we'll have 3 games in 4 days to round out a fantastic 6-match Daphnews Nepal versus Zimbabwe series powered by SkyExchange.net. Andrew Leonard here in the commentary box, and wonderful to be with you again in Kathmandu. We've got Paresh Lahani alongside me. Paresh, not quite perfect cricketing weather, but at least it's not raining yet.
Yes, I mean, there's a bright sunshine. Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, you'd have to hope that certainly the heavens will keep the rain maybe till this evening. There is some forecast, and Sampal Kami's going to get things underway from the pavilion end. Here we go. Starts right on the money, but a quick single is going to be run as Innocent Kaya calls through his opening partner, Tadawanache Maramani. And for Kami and KC, the new ball opening pairing, just been a few questions to answer. They've been expensive so far in the short series, the game and a quarter that we've had so far.
Yeah, I mean, Karan Casey is just hitting the deck. You should use variations for that. And even Kami, in the last match that they played, that was abandoned because of the rain. He got first wicket in his first over, beautiful delivery, and comes out, gives around more than 12 or 13 runs. So you have to assess according to what the batsman is doing.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that the senior Nepali players, the likes of Kami and KC, were talking to me about in the hotel, they were saying they didn't have much experience of bowling to the likes of Zimbabwe players. As this one's worked away behind square, will just be a single. Good stop. Had to adjust quickly, young Bashir Ahmed. Just his 3rd appearance for the senior Nepali side. And certainly they didn't quite know what to expect, and they were a little bit blown away by the blitzkrieg from the Zimbabwe batters. It was certainly some impressive striking.
Yeah, they were impressive striking, even for the good balls. But being so experienced, Sompal Kami and Karan Casey, they have to learn and do the right thing when they get hit.
Picked up into the leg side, the aggression continues. This time it's Innocent Kaya, and Zimbabwe have laid down a real marker in the series so far. They chased down more than 180 comfortably in game 1. They were flying before the heavens opened, going at 12 and over in the first 4 overs of that rain abandoned second match. That's a very good strike, an authoritative stroke into the leg side for Esh.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Bowling a short ball, you don't have that much of pace to deceive the batsman, to just get over his head or his nose.
And that is the first Gaia Super 4 of the day as well. Thanks to all of our commercial partners who've made this series possible, particularly the title sponsors, Daphnews, SkyExchange.net as well, of course, but everyone who's got involved. Without those commercial partners, the likes of Century Masala, Balio Nepal, Lavi Garden and Restaurant, the Gaia ride-sharing app, of course. You'll have seen me with some of those promotional lads, Paresh, won't you?
Yeah.
Subisu and Dish Home. And, of course, our broadcast partners, Action Sports HD, the team down at Fancode in India, and then the worldwide team at CricTracker, all overseen by the fantastic team from Dubai, the ITW Group, who are helping us put this series on. And without those sponsors, Paresh, these series just don't happen.
No, it doesn't. Actually, they have done a very good job organizing such tournaments for Nepal.
Just a pick-up pull shot. There's 2 fielders allowed outside the circle at this stage of the game, and it's an interesting field, isn't it, Paresh? Both deep square leg and really what was a deep cow corner out for the right-hander. A little bit scared and wary of Kaya's power to the leg side?
No, actually, it's a negative bowling, I must say. 2 fielders outside the circle, fine leg and square leg, and he's bowling short. That is 2 fielders outside the circle, fine leg and square leg, and he's bowling short. That is kind of...
Over, 7 runs coming from it, it's 7 for none. Karen KC to open the bowling from the Chobar end of the ground, and we can barely see those Chobar dada being the Nepali word for hills across to our right. Would you have some concerns of maybe a shower this afternoon, Paresh?
Yes, definitely. I see black clouds there hovering around on the mountains.
Yeah, Karen KC, of course, fresh from that hat-trick and superb performance generally, in fact, in the T20 Tri-Series that Nepal triumphed in on this very ground over Papua New Guinea and Malaysia. Didn't have it all their own way, but they're highly impressive in staying unbeaten in those 5 matches. And the big news, Paresh, from a rankings point of view, that's got Nepal up to something in and around a record ranking spot, and it's going to give them a real chance at automatic qualification for the T20 World Cup in 2024. That's out in the West Indies and USA. How special would that be?
Yeah, it'll be very special for them, for the Nepal team. And Karan Casey starts right on the money. A very good ball, a length ball, a hard length. He should be doing that. I had a talk to him in the morning.
Yeah, good hard length again from KC. Not too full, not too short. Will just be worked into the leg side. Certainly the Zimbabwean batting lineup looks very competent, but also very aggressive and dynamic.
Yes, exactly. The first match we saw, they chased 181 very comfortably. And Karan Casey was talking about, why were you trying to hit the deck so hard? I asked him, and he said, I would probably get some bounce. You'll not get any bounce. You're not that express. I said, just mix your balls, use variations. He's kind of a bowler who uses his shoulder much.
Nicely worked into the leg side. He's a stylish batter, isn't he, young Tadawanache Maramani? 20 years of age, 3 ODI appearances and 11 T20I appearances already for the senior full Zimbabwe side. Are we seeing in this series some real learnings for the Nepali bowlers in terms of the step up in class when you go up towards a full member nation?
Yes, exactly. I mean, whenever you play against a better side, you always learn, you get exposure, like what Karan Casey and Sompal Kami has done till so far.
No ball signalled immediately. And it's going to be a free hit. I think Karen KC has just overstepped, and we're going to have overthrows as well because it's Sandy Plamachani. It's only going to cost 1 run, but that will also crucially, it will get the batter back onto strike, and it's going to allow him to target where he wants. Karen KC, you can see there, maybe just inches over the rope. Our umpiring team today, that's Himal Rajgiri and Ramchandra Pandey, who are standing. Vinay Kumar Jha, the third umpire. We will have the third umpire in play for line decisions. That's for stumpings and runouts today. And then Sanjay Gurung runs our umpiring team, and a special day for him. It's his birthday. And I hope he's not going to give me a bit of a dig back at the hotel later. 53 years young today, the great man from Bairoa. And we wish him well on a very happy birthday. Looking forward to sharing some cake with him later. Here's the free hit. Oh dear, that's gone all wrong. I think he's looked for the block hole. It's ended up as a wide full toss. Almost a waist-high full toss, really. And although it skews off the outside edge, it's going to run away for a dire super 4.
Yeah, lucky Karan Casey there. It didn't go over the waist high. And I didn't know why the third man was brought up. He should have tried. He tried a Yorker, but totally missed it.
Yeah, just a little bit of frustration there. You can see on Lamachani's face, probably as much with his misfield as the no ball on the free hit from the bowler. haven't been able to exert any control, particularly in the first 6 overs, the power plays that we've seen, both in the completed match in game 1, but also in that shortened 4 or 5 overs that we saw in game 2. The ball's been going the distance.
Yes, exactly. They have been batting very well. Let's say power plays 10 runs per over. That's a very good score. And it's very hard for the opponent team, the fielding team to contain that.
Back of a length to close out the second over. Dot ball will finish at 2 gone. It's 17 for none. Sampal Kami will continue, and it's the same field, isn't it, Paresh, with those 2 defensive fielders out on the leg side, deep square leg, and it's really cow corner.
Yeah, he's trying to bowl short, trying to get wickets. It's all about dot balls. The T20s is all about dot balls, building pressure for the batsman. I don't think they have done their homework properly. And even the left-hand, right-hand combination, that has affected the bowlers.
Yeah, and it's been something that the Nepali side have been really missing, isn't it? The left-handers in their lineup. Kushal Malla sadly all out of form with the bat, and left out of not just the team but the squad for this series. That's one just chipped down the ground. Karen KC fumbles, and they maybe could have got back for a second there, but Dipendra Singh Airi is lingering. Even when he's not fielding the ball, he's always involved. And just a few difficulties to start with for Nepal. You sense they need a breakthrough early?
Yes, definitely we need a breakthrough. Nepal needs a breakthrough. If they can contain, I mean, in the power play, if they can just maintain the run rate of 5 or 6 without taking any wicket.
That's going to be the first wicket. We've called it in, and Sampal Kami is pumped. Look at him celebrate. He wheels away. It's Bashir Ahmed who takes the catch. He's not celebrating, but Kami is off your screen. They can hardly catch him. He's giving the high fives and maybe a few duck waves to everyone. Not too sure what that one's all about. But right on cue, Innocent Kaye is going to find himself dismissed, and maybe a little unfortunate. 2 yards either side of the fine leg fielder. That was 4. Instead, it's the first breakthrough.
Yeah, we were talking about the field, bringing up short pine and getting out the square leg and mid wicket. I think that was a plan. He bowled it with a finger rolled. I think that was a plan to get the out.
Good catch from Bashir Ahmed. Kaye is gone for 14. It's 19 for 1. If they're not taking ads, we'll keep talking, but if they are, we'll obviously score it and get out. Going to be a change in tactics for Zimbabwe, not their skipper. Coming out at number 3, it's going to be Kudze Monze very experienced cricketer, 31 years of age, 55 first-class matches. And that gives you a sense as to the scale of experience. 7 players in this starting 11 today, Paresh, have played internationally for Zimbabwe. An awful lot of those have also played Test cricket for Zimbabwe. But even those who haven't made their international debut yet, like Kudze Munze, who's got off the mark, 55 first-class matches. That's the kind of things that Nepali cricketers would be dreaming of.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important for Nepali cricket to play against these kind of teams, to get yourself up in the rankings or to get yourself known around the globe.
Just chipped down the ground, should be just the single at will. Yeah, and what a wealth of cricket that there is to come for Nepal over the coming 9 months or so. Between now and the end of February 2023, they have to play 24 one-day internationals. That's more one-day internationals than they've ever played in their history.
Yes, exactly. Who else would know that than me?
You know me, I'm always worrying away on my stats and my background information. We've had plenty of time to do it over the last few days as well with the rains that have been about. But Kami's made that critical breakthrough here in the power play. And if Nepal can find a second inside the first 6, I think Lamachani will be pretty happy. That'll get us to the end of the 3rd over. A wicket-taking one, the score, 22 for 1. Karen KC to continue. Oh, and he might have nearly found a way through that pull shot of Kudze Munze. Probably wasn't quite short enough to pull, Paresh.
No, it was not that short to pull, but I think it brushed the thigh pad. That is why there was a noise. The keeper went up, the bowler went up.
Wasn't a convincing appeal, though.
No, it was not.
Yeah, I think a pretty good shout. Probably flicking maybe the hip or possibly the thigh pad of Munze, and he survives. Nice to see the crowd starting to come in and plenty of Nepal jerseys in the background. Hopefully those banks will start to fill up over the coming hour or so, with the weather holding on for the moment, although there are a few clouds around. And that's powered down the ground, stand and deliver stuff. He's been promoted up the order, up to number 3 for a reason, and that's a guy super 4.
It was not a bad ball, Lenny, but the pitch is so true that you can play on the up. That is what the batsman did.
Yeah, I think you've got to give great credit to the ground staff, don't you? The facility here at the TU International Cricket Ground getting better and better. I don't think I've ever seen the outfield in such good, lush condition. Also been heavily rolled. But the pitches, you think back to 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't a high-scoring affair necessarily here at this ground. Now it feels like in T20 cricket, if you don't get 200, you're in trouble.
In those days when we played, spinners we used to dominate. I mean, Basanta Regmi used to get us dance there.
Yeah, my favourite, the great Basanta Regmi, plying his trade over in the United States of America, still playing. I think it's for the Nepali Rhinos domestic side there. This is a quick pick-up pull shot. Direct hit is going to be very close. And I think this is out. Sandeep Lamachani is convinced as well. We're going to go up to the third umpire. It will be up to Vinay Kumar Jha. But I'm convinced, certainly, from my first look and from the reaction from the team, that this is the second wicket to fall. And it's due to a moment of brilliance from the skipper, Sandeep Lamachani.
Yes, brilliantly picked up and direct hit. Direct hit makes a lot of difference. Let's see the replay. That was a very good ball. Hurried to the batsman.
Here we go, Paresh. I think for all money, you're just waiting for the words.
Yeah,
he is gone. And he's gone by a distance. The stump gets sent cartwheeling. Mohammed Adil Alam knew. I think, to be honest, even the umpire knew. But because we have the third umpire in place, why not go and use it? So the second wicket falls and it's all down to one man, the skipper, Sandeep Lamachani. He gets a huge ovation. One of the big heroes here in Nepali cricket. And the batter is dismissed, Monze. He's run out for 6. The score in the 4th over, 26 for 2. So really good stuff this from Nepal, and they look like all of a sudden their tails are up. The fielding, the bowling is a buzz. Amazing what a difference a moment of magic like that run out makes, and it was excellent work from Sandeep Lamachani.
Karan Casey now bowling like Dennis Lilly. Hitting some bouncers, appealing. Now they are on the feet, the Nepali side. They must win this match to level the series. Now you look like a tiger, Karan.
Yeah, much more like it from Kami and KC. Yeah, brilliant over. Outstanding, although the boundary came from it. We're going to see just 4 runs and a wicket in the over. It's gone to that run out. 4 gone, it's 26 for 2. He's saying nothing, mate. He did it for one ball and then he's forgotten since. Absolutely useless. Like, I haven't heard anything from him for 6 minutes. Just no idea when we're back. Sampal Kami will bowl his 3rd consecutive over here in the power play. Not a tactic you see altogether too often, but the 2 fast bowlers have their tails up. And you think about the importance of KC and Kami to this side and just how badly they were missed at that T20 World Cup qualifier in Oman.
Yes, exactly. I mean, these 2 duos, like we say, Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus. And these guys are bowling very well in the conditions that it suits the fast bowlers. There's no sun out, there's clouds around.
I think they'd be happy with the bowling comparative to Waqar Yunus or Wasim Akram, but not so sure about the batting comparison. Although, of course, Wasim Akram did have a test double century, but Yunus famously a bit of a bunny down at number 11. Let's talk about what's to come. These matches, critical preparation for the Nepali side, and really exciting to see USA Cricket announcing those back-to-back Cricket World Cup League 2 series, which are going to be held at the Musa Stadium in Texas, just becoming the second ever one-day international venue there in the United States. How much will that tour mean to Nepal and to Nepali cricket? There's a huge community of Nepalis there in the USA.
Oh, that's very well bowled by Kami. Yes, talking about Nepal going to US to play the league, it's a very good opportunity for Nepal, and there's a very good Nepali fans based in US as well. There are Nepali clubs, just you said, Nepali Rhinos. So it'll be very important for Nepal in a whole that they go there, win some matches, get some points on the board. Then there are always Nepali supporters.
So do you think we're going to see the kind of crowds there at the Musa Stadium in Texas that we sometimes see throng the grounds across Kathmandu?
I don't mind seeing the crowds here in Texas.
The matches, though, they're hugely important. 4 games that Nepal will play, 2 against USA and 2 against Oman. For both USA and Nepal, they'll really need to probably win all 4 games against Oman to keep them within catching distance, as they've got such a break at the top of the table.
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, so you're playing T20s, and you again shifted to 50 over, man, ODIs. So it's a completely different ball game.
Really good bowling this from Kami. It should have been another dot, but the misfield at backward point. I think it's Bim Sharkey of all people with the fumble. But yeah, the table is a bit lopsided at the moment in ICC Cricket World Cup League 2, because these are the last 4 matches that Oman are going to play to round out their 36, whereas Nepal, they've played the least number of games. They've only played 12. But if they could pick up a couple of wins against Oman, it would keep them, in my opinion, from doing all the numbers within catching distance. The top 3 in that table, of course, go to the Cricket World Cup qualifier in 2023. But crucially, the top 5 automatically retain ODI status, and that's a stated goal of this Nepali side.
So what Nepal should, target is the top 5.
You think top 3 would be a bit of a bonus, do you?
Yeah, it'll be a very big bonus for Nepal. And they have that capability to do that.
Outstanding over that one from Kami. Just 2 singles coming from it. 5 gone. We've reached the quarter-way point of the first innings. It's 28 for 2. So the first change in bowling is going to come about, and it's Abhinesh Bahara coming into the attack. He was taken apart, really, wasn't he, by Zimbabwe A captain Tony Munyanga, who has rather strangely moved himself down the order after that devastating display of hitting. Any idea why that might be?
I think that was a very good pace. The batsman didn't even pick the length of the ball. Kind of a slingy action. Bora bowls Yorkers at will. And he has that fast bowling aggression.
Yeah, just 2 overs, none for 30 though in the first game in the series, where Munyanga with that 21 ball 50 tore both him and Lamachani apart. Lamachani on for 50 runs. But you could see that the team have done their analysis. Team analyst Raman has been working. I saw him with all of the computers and talking to the bowlers about their pitch maps, where they should be targeting, how to not give as many boundary hitting options to the Zimbabwe side, and it looks like that analysis work is working the oracle. Just 11 runs from the last 3 overs and a much tighter start from the Nepali seamers today.
Yes, it has been a very tight start today. They have done their homework from the last match.
Beautifully bowled, and all of a sudden the block hole, which Bahara tends to look for at the death, he's not going for that. He's going for a good length. And as we saw with that little bit of extra grass on the wicket, maybe not proving as easy to bat on today.
Yes, and I think he rolled his fingers over the ball to bowl an off cutter. Now, these are the times where you should mix your ball. Well bowled again.
Yeah, really nicely bowled. It'll be a single down to Kami. There be any chance that they'll actually bowl Sampal Kami all 4 overs straight through, because they have the death bowlers of Bahara and KC? Could that be an option?
Yeah, that can be an option. Why stop? (30 for 2) Zimbabwe A in the 6th over, the last over of the power play. Again, very well bowled, good length, good line.
Yeah,
Avinash Bora, he's come up of age. I mean, have you seen him before? And now look at him.
It's been an excellent start from these 3 seamers, particularly given that all 3 of them went for very expensive figures. Kami 2 overs, none for 19. KC 3 overs for 35. Bahara 2 overs for 30 in game 1. So real bounce back ability shown by the 3 seamers, and bowling a much heavier length and a much heavier ball. Lamachani's aggressive in the field again. That's going to close out the power play. Just the 4 singles from that over. An really impressive start. And Zimbabwe A 32 for 2. So the end of the power play is signalled, and that allows Lamachani some relief and an interesting move. It's not going to be Kami to complete his spell, but it's going to be the part-time medium fast of Muhammad Adil Alam, and I think maybe this is an indication that Lamachani feels that the pitch with that tinge of grass on it is going to favour the seamers.
Yes, I think because of that he's using the medium paces.
It's a poor delivery to start with, though, short and wide. Pitch isn't going to give you much assistance if you bowl there, and cut away for 4. Change to the part-timer hasn't worked, and it's a boundary right out of the power play.
Why can't the bowler go and see what's there in the pitch? I mean, there's a live grass in the good areas. Just go and watch there and come and bowl at the same spot.
Jair Super 4 cut away into the offside impressively. There's going to be more runs. Just a single this time down to 3rd man. I was up at training for the 2 sessions for the Nepali side before the start of the series, and certainly Adil Alam was being used heavily with the ball. Do you see him as an out-and-out all-rounder, or is he a batter who bowls a bit?
I must say he's a good all-rounder. He has to improve on his bowling. He has to be consistent. Line and length, the variations. He has to learn variations.
And that is one of those variations. The slower ball, excellently bowled, and good fielding too from Rohit Paudel. They've run through for the bye because the slower ball obviously makes it very tricky for the wicketkeeper, Mohammad Asif Sheikh. It's probably just bounced up off his wrists, but Paudel was quick to effect the direct hit. But Maramani and Roy Kaye both safely home, 1 bye to the total.
Yeah, you can even see in the IPL and different franchises, international franchise cricket, they always use variations. So variation is the key in T20. If you get a very good track to bat on, so just don't hit the deck. Use variation, use the crease. Even the spinners, they have to use the crease.
It's another slower ball. This time it's the leg cutter and a good diving stop. Nepal have been much better in the field today. They weren't at their usual standards with either their bowling or their fielding in game 1, but that's 3 runs saved and 3 positive runs saved to Avinash Bahara's total.
Yes, very well done there by Avinash Bora. A fast bowler, just bowled one over before this and diving around. Yeah, Adil has impressed the whole Nepali fans and even me that he bats well, comes down the order, and his work is as a finisher.
Just a pick-up hook shot into the leg side, but there's protection out there. He certainly, by local standards, Adil Alam would bowl a pretty heavy ball as well, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he is bowling very heavy balls, bowling bounces, hitting the deck hard. And the batsman, the ball is hurrying onto the batsman. So that is very interesting to see.
No ball signalled. We're going to see a free hit for the second time in the over. Not too sure what the Nepali bowlers had for breakfast, but it's added maybe an extra 6 or 9 inches into their step, and they've been overstepping the second one and the second free hit of the innings.
Yes, it sure has been. No bowling and no ball is a crime in T20 and ODIs.
Field has to remain the same, of course, with the same batter staying on strike. 5 fielders outside the circle. Where will Kaye target? Going to look to heave it into the leg side. He's got more than enough of it. So the change to the part-time medium pace of Mohammad Adil Alam has been a costly one. The most expensive over the innings so far has gone for 12. We'll have a commentary change after this. That's a Geyer Super 4 to close out the 7th. It's 45 for 2.
Shushan Bhari from the Chobar end.
Well, it's just gone down to the hill and almost nearby, very close to the boundary. Good work. This is what required here from Nepal fielders to back their bowlers up, because we have seen that the first 6 hours, like power play, that Nepal was really in the driving seat. And now I think so it's a time, Mr. Parish, that Zimbabwean players, they will be looking to whip up, to accelerate somewhere like from 11th to 12th over.
Yeah, I beg your pardon. It's Basir Ahmed, the youngster, who's been bowling very well. He bowled very well in Bhairava Pro Club Championship.
Yeah, that's a good delivery. And he has got a good arm, like just going through the air quickly. And I did see some sort of loop was there that when he was pitching that delivery up. See that? Beauty. Excellent. This is where you can put some more pressure. Because when you're a dodgy bowler, you're not predictable. You're hard to play.
And he's bowling it very quickly. I mean, quickly doesn't mean the pace, but he's taking his run and bowling every ball very quickly.
There you go. He's just trying to drive it through, and it's better that when you're not being able to cope up with any sort of conditions, the bowling, you need to give a chance to your partner to go and play that.
Yeah, Basir Ahmed is a very good all-rounder. He bats well as well.
And over the years, we did see that a bowler is really good who is able to bowl left and right-hander both all together on the same trajectory, on the same line, coming up very much close to the stumps. And Bashir is one of those guys, like, he's improving well. Could have been a good throw. He's not happy with that throw. There you go. 8 gone. Zimbabwe acquiring 51 with loss of 2 wickets. So, we got the captain, Sandeep Lamichhane, one of the top-ranked bowler from Nepal cricket, and he's really a superb player. We have recognized over the years in Big Bash, Pakistan Super League, IPL, and here you go, like EPL and in Nepal cricket. He has set the standards. Good one. Excellent delivery, right up. First one, and making the batter to think.
The main important thing was the pace of the ball. He ripped it very well.
Down the leg side, no bat involved. Umpire has. No, he's given it runs.
Thought it came out from the thigh pad, but the umpire had different opinion. Anyway, Sandeep bowling well. Today Nepal are on a mission. Oh, that's too wide. Come on, Sandeep. You're a much better bowler than that.
Oh, he's trying to do some googly there. Getting the wrong one. Would you see that normally used to go like a couple of googlies in every 6 deliveries? There you go again, wrong one, going away, and I think so it's a good choice when a batter is looking after you to hit big one, and he's thinking it's a leg break. It's a good choice.
Yeah, it's a good choice, and the pace of the ball was a bit slower than the earlier ball. That is why the batsman got beaten. So you should use your pace as well, seeing the batsman what is he doing, and you should also use the crease.
Trying to switch it. Pretty close one. They were all asking. The other batter is almost gone down to the half wire. Umpire, he said not out, but would have been a close call.
Yeah, it surely had been a close call. See the difference, because you are putting on pressure. That is why the batsmen are trying to play different shots.
Yes, exactly. Just 2 runs in this over. Ball down the leg side, or just gone aerial. And it's a 6, a big one, mighty. 6 run, and it's 11 Sports Super 6. Wonderfully hit. And Sandeep, all efforts, what he has done here, just wasted.
That was a very poor delivery down the leg side and giving so much of air.
Yeah,
better.
Good one. They're all asking. But umpire is saying not out. So it is good one. Lots of players, they were asking him to go upstairs for TV umpire. And with this 9 gone, Zimbabwe 60 for 2. Well, pretty expensive like that last 6. Otherwise, Sandeep has done good job in his over. Like 9 runs came from the first over. But I think so that Zimbabwe, they were looking to have some good and positive cricket. And all are waiting for that run out. But I think so that batter has just made his ground there. See that? Dipendra Singh Giri is just looking towards umpire. At one stage, he's just going to give a signal like TV umpire. But I think so he has made it. But wait and see what TV umpire will be giving his verdict here.
And look at the technique of Rohit Podal with one hand pick up. Beautifully done.
Not conclusive. So the benefit of doubt should be given to the batter here. But it's really a good one. Like if you got like 30-yard circle fielders, they've been doing an excellent job. Like this quick pick up and quick release. So it puts pressure on the batting line that both batters, they should be thinking next time that should we run at this stage or not when the ball will be played nearby to that fielder.
Actually, you're not getting boundaries or sixes, so they are relying on singles or doubles. Even if you stop that, then it will be more pressure for the batsman to go over the top, also make any mistakes and stuff like that. So they try to take cheeky singles and stuff. So there should where Nepal be on top.
Yes, exactly, you're right. Because when it's hard to get big hits, like big boundaries, sixes, so might be you're rotating the strike. But for that, you need to pick up spots, the gaps. And it's a good boundary line. I think say 65 or 70 meters, 70 feet almost. So you can pick up like a couple of runs playing into the gap. Oh, good delivery, good delivery. He's making the batters to think here.
Beautifully bowled. Look at his action, it's so perfect.
Wow, superb. And the intentions are pretty clear from Zimbabwe. They want to break the shackles.
And Basir Ahmed is just 18 years of age and already in the national side. There's talent in Nepal. You cannot say there's no talent.
Good one, extremely well played. But you're right, like Basir and other guys like Karan Casey, Sompal, Sandeep, these are the prospects. And I think Sakane is doing a perfect job while developing some new structure, the new players, they're coming in, injecting them. Down the wicket again, not being able to go over the top. Excellent bowling.
Basir is mixing his pace so much. 4 deliveries, 4 different paces.
Yeah, what happens if you get a maiden in T20? This time, 3 sweeper cover. and it's better, but just been a lazy effort at a deep, no damage done. Like 5 deliveries, getting 1 run. Your run rate just gone down.
Yeah. And this is the 10th over. Zimbabwe, they are 61 for 2. Just 6, hovering around 6 runs per over.
Well, this has gone through, but they will manage to get it. Yes, umpire has just given it 4 runs, so there you go. 4 runs, Joyer Super 4. This is where we're getting the sponsors. 10 gone. Zimbabwe is 65 for 2. Well, after drinks break, the players are all set. Halfway stage of this Zimbabwe's inning. And so far, these are the things, or the pictures. Innocent on the top went off. But now, both of these two, they are trying hard to make a good partnership between these two. And let's hope that if Sandeep can break something here to get a wicket. Because I think so, like looking onto the footwork, that what would it see here from Muramani? He was just trying to start backing up and trying to go over the top. See again, he's just playing away from his body. So I think so, like any sharp break, returning for 2, any sharp break, it's not happening here. I think quick through the air. Got 1 delivery, surprising delivery, can hit onto the pads.
Yes, Sandeep is, I think he is trying to do that, bowling 2 balls outside off stump, and 1, he might get it on the pads.
There he goes, gone towards onside. But they have got boundary there, so things are working here, and it's Joyer Super 4. what Zimbabwe they are looking for here. I think so they have achieved in this over. Back off length is not working for Sandeep.
Yeah, the length was a bit shorter, a half tracker. If the length has been a bit forward, let's say 6 to 7 inches.
There he goes, going up. Man is coming underneath it. Can he take it? Yes, he takes a catch. And that was the wicket. What Nepal was waiting to get here went too high.
Yes, Sandeep really well bowled by him, mixing his pace, giving some air to this ball. And Sompal Kami doesn't drop those. It was a sitter for him.
Yes, Teddy Vinashi goes for 27.
Yeah, look at the flight that is given. And that was also a googly.
Yeah.
He played against spin. That is why it became the downfall of him. And Sompal Kami very calmly taking that catch. Beautiful, moving balance.
Yes, exactly. Wonderfully. So 71 for 3. Tony Muniunga, the captain of Zimbabwe side, has arrived here, and he really played a wonderful inning, 50 plus. Quick fire, but Sandeep, after taking that wicket, should be on a 7th or 9th sky, or might be 12th sky. His confidence has just gone up. 6 runs and a wicket. Good delivery, right up to the right-hander. Just getting off. Right.
He tried to bowl a googly there. He should have bowled a leg spinner there for the right-hander.
Yes, exactly. I was one of the legendary bowler, the Shane Warne, reading his interview that you should be bowling the first one in the rough area so that might be getting spin. And if the ball is getting spin, you are pitching in the rough areas, suddenly it comes into the batter's mind that the pitch is turning. Either it's not turning, but one delivery, the first one, if you're pitching it. So let's see how it will go.
Yeah, 11 gone, 72 for 3.
Still operating with the spinners from the both ends. And I think that Sandeep is happy to get spinners from the both sides. From the both ends.
Yeah, and Basir is bowling very, very well. Look at the flight, look at the length and line. He's reading the batsman. A very smart cricketer. Only just 18 years of age.
Oh, could have been a close call towards off stump. Or just trying to get backing away, something like late cut. Not very lucky. He has got his bat on the way in front of off stump. There's a sort of batting practice here. I think that every time when the wicket is down there, the batting side is just a sort of under pressure. So might be they're trying to rotate it.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Basir is hurrying through his overs, not letting the batsman to settle. 4 balls already done by Basir for just a single. And look at the ball. Beautifully done live. That's the areas. He's a very smart cricketer.
Yes, exactly. Continuously taking wickets, like versus Push Supports. He got one, then versus Army Club 2. So he's a wicket-taking bowler, Basir Ahmed. So any team will love to have such kind of bowler in their side in the playing 11. With his over bowled, 12 gone, 75 for 3. Well, the weather is good. It's supportive. Would it had rain earlier on, but it was quite a small shower. But here, the weather has been perfectly paved for playing cricket. Karan Casey is really a wonderful bowler. I love his pace. His mind is like really a medium pacer. And he reads the batter well. You know, I think so it's a good delivery to start on. Just sitting almost into the box area like in front of stumps.
Yeah, it was just a casual start, but did you see the fielder there? Dipendra Singh Iyer came in as a cheetah, attacked the ball. That is why the batsman didn't take a single.
Wow, that's going up and into the fence of 4 at fine leg. Giant super 4. But Karan Casey or just paid it a price here. I think so he was not trying to go more towards leg side. It was quite mistargeted.
Yeah, if you want to bowl a bouncer, you should bowl, on the shoulder and head high. And on off stump, not on your head or leg stump. I think that is the mistake that he did, Karan. That is why he took the top edge and went to the boundary.
Yes, and there you go. They have taken a quick run, not been able to collect it properly. I think so he was more interested in watching the batter rather than the ball.
And look at that cheetah again. He was quick to the balls. Didn't carry anything. Didn't collect the ball properly. And look where he's fielding. He's fielding for the left-handers, he's fielding at Sri Bakaba. And for the right-handers, he's right at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Yeah. But he's so quick. Dipendra Singh Iyer.
Yes, really great cricketer. Covers the ground well. Down the wicket. Just been able to get a single. Well, 80 for the loss of 3 wickets in Zimbabwe. They've got pretty good, decent batting line, like they can score 190 plus. Can give a tough ask to Nepal team.
Yeah. If these two go well together, and Karan bowled a very good Yorker the last ball.
Slightly backing away and just going it through. Good runs. Boundary there. So you got 4 runs. Giant supers 4. But Zimbabwe is all the time looking here to play. Good placement.
Yeah, it was very overpitched and wide. Trying for a wider Yorker, I think. The batsman gave him some room. It was hit with one hand. And look at the timing.
Yes, exactly. Excellent. This has been played tremendously well. All along the carpet and getting 4 runs. Again, it's just opening up the blade all the time towards third man and getting runs. So 13 gone, 86 for 3, Zimbabwe. Well, Basir will continue here, and he's going to go for the first delivery, and good one. Worked that one away towards onside. And I've got the company of one of the beautiful guy, Mr. Andrew. Welcome back.
Good afternoon, Ijaz. Great to be back with you. It's felt like a long time without cricket, a long time between commentary stints for us. Bashir Ahmed, though, continues his tremendous start to his international career, and he's proved pretty much unhittable so far. And just as I say that, it's picked up into the leg side, and he's going to get it a wicket. It's the third of his international career, and it's thanks to a very good catch from Bim Sharkey right on the rope. He's measured where his feet are excellently, and the big hitting skipper, who's moved himself down to number 5 in what I felt was a pretty strange decision, has ended up holing out to the man right on the rope, despite the fact it was the shorter side of the ground, and Bashir Ahmed strikes again.
Yes, Tony Munyunga goes for 2 and just playing 4 deliveries. We're just trying to clear that boundary, but not been able to. So jubilation here for Nepal cricket side, and it's 87 for 4.
Just getting a second look at that really superb catch from Bim Sharkey. He's known as an excellent fielder, obviously has that jaunty nickname, but the way he measured that and anticipated exactly where his feet were to ensure he didn't get carried over the rope by his momentum. I think a lot of fielders there would have put that catch over the rope for 6. Instead, it's brought about the 4th dismissal and a first for Bashir Ahmed, and brought the keeper batter Clive Madande to the crease.
Yes, exactly. Really a wonderful catch. Right onto the boundary line, keeping the hopes alive.
Yeah, one of the things you always look for when you're watching a young spinner like the 18-year-old Bashir Ahmed is how much action do they get on the ball. So what I'm talking about there is the number of revolutions they get on the ball. You think of the likes of a Graham Swan or Ravindra Jadeja. Here's one more look at the catch. Really excellent feet. Just inches inside the rope. Back live with you now. But look at the action that Bashir Ahmed gets on the ball. His revolutions counter would be well up there. It's not a completely orthodox action, but plenty of revs on the ball, which means he's imparting energy and spin, and that's really what you want to see from a young spinner.
Yes, exactly. Lots of times. Like I was just looking at his bowling action, like might be sometimes he's using his shoulder. With this 14 gone, Zimbabwe 90 for 4.
They can't hear us, can they? No. Right.
Anything like on WhatsApp call? Or you can message Russia?
He's not reading it for that took an error from to respond to the last one. So I'd like to see the bowling card. So, quick change in bowling. Sandeep Lamachani will return from the same end, just that 1 over of Karen KC. We might get a look at the bowling card in a little bit, maybe at the end of this over, and plenty of options for Lamachani because of that 1 over from Mohamed Adil Alam, but he's going to need to get his death specialist in pretty soon. Avinash Bahar has only bowled 1 over so far. Would you anticipate him bowling overs 16, 18 and 20 as the misfield allows a second? Kushal Bertel out there.
Yes, that's not a good picture, and captain is not happy the way his fielder has just behaved there at the deep. Just making slight bit of changes here. Short 3rd minute, back foot point towards offside, might be getting another back of length delivery, allowing the batter to cut it.
Oh, and what a way to get a wicket. I'm not sure whether he's ended up kicking us onto his own stumps. Clive Madande, which is a sharp turning delivery, and he's gone back deep in his crease trying to keep it out. And rather remarkably, the fancy footwork hasn't worked. His hand is on his hip for a reason, because Madande has ended up, I think, maybe deflecting this, kicking it onto his own stumps, and Lamachani has his second.
Yes, exactly. I think so. He was just trying to stop the ball to go there, track on, but just made his foot there. So it is, there you go, Clive gone for 4, just in 5 deliveries, 92 for 5, and Sandeep was not happy before that delivery because of that overthrow.
Here we go, we'll take a quick look at it. You're not going to see too many dismissals like this one. It was the sharp turning leg break. You could see the seam position. It's spun, and it's going to go down onto the stumps. He tries to kick it, and maybe it doesn't deflect on via his boot. And a remarkable way to be dismissed. I think perhaps the sharpness of that leg break deceiving the batter.
Yeah, exactly, it is. Because that ball had just gone through quickly onto the stumps. He did try hard to stop it. Luke, right-hander. Let's see what he can do, because I think so the way Nepali bowlers have just gone through quickly and more hard onto the surface, he will need to play aggressively.
And a real test for Jongwe. Back live with you now. Jongwe is known for his bowling, and Irie is rapid. Gets the throw on the bounce in. He just asks the question of the umpire. He's not going to go upstairs. So Jongwe, the dive gets him home. Most experienced international cricketer here for Zimbabwe A. 51 appearances internationally. Does have 2 first-class hundreds. So he's no slouch with the bat, but he's never made an international 50. And he's known as a pretty big hitter of the ball as well. Yes,
Luke Jongwe, that Zimbabwe can really depend on him, because the way you described that, he has been a pretty long and good setup under his belt for playing cricket.
It's the top spinner, I think, that time from Lamachani, just going on with the arm. He's proved much more economical today. He was expensive in game number 1, bringing up the kind of half-century you don't want, going for 50 off his bowling.
Yeah, it is, but I think so, like at this stage, that Nepali bowlers should be going through quickly, because we are getting some dark clouds coming from the right side. It's getting black. Oh, that was quick. They were really quick delivery.
Yeah, we did have some sunshine for the last 6 or 7 overs, but some of the clouds looking ominous. I'm backing us to get through with no rain today.
Yeah.
I think a few of the fans are hedging their bets. They're watching from outside the ropes, not wanting to part with their 150 rupees in case the rain comes down. Good sharp turn again. Impressive thing about Lamachani today, less googlies and more leg breaks. You want to probably bowl your stock delivery at least 75% of the time or so. Get to the end of the 15th. 5 overs remain, and plenty of time for Zimbabwe to get up towards a challenging total. It's 95 for 5.
Yesterday that top was not, can be seen from
here. Nepal have won the toss earlier on today in this series decider and decided to bowl first. It's been pretty good stuff from all of their bowlers used so far, with Bahara, the death specialist, returning as I thought he might. He's very likely to bowl over 16, 18 and 20 from the Chobar end, and he's going to go to the block hole immediately. He'll keep things pretty simple. Just a few fumbles we've seen in the outfield, and for such a fine fielding side, I think Nepal have just been a little off the money again today.
Yes, and it happens that when you've been trying to overcome, like you've been already in a super place less than 100 runs in 16th over. So I think so that Nepal should be more confident at this stage, rather than making mistakes, just allowing the other side to give like 10 to 15 gifted runs. That can put them lots on the back foot.
Excellent delivery. That's what Bahar is known for, hitting the block hole with almost reckless abandon. The issue is you miss that block hole by 6 to 9 inches, you end up with a slot delivery that can be hammered out of the park, which is exactly what Tony Munyonga, the Zimbabwe A captain, did to Bahara the other day. This time he started effectively at the death.
Yes, it's all the time good when you're learning with the passage of time and paving your way to the future like in a better way. Just get some more variations.
Misses the block hole that time, but Jongwe misses out. I think if he stood there and tried to hit that straight down the ground, he might have got good reward. Instead, he was anticipating the Yorker, looking to open the face, and I think really just get it away for one down to third man, but the end result's a dot ball.
Yes, more dot deliveries will surely raise some more pressure on Zimbabwe. They were looking to go like 160, 170 at one stage, but looking at this card, it's really hard for them.
Goes deep in his crease and he does squirt it away for a single, but this stage it really feels Zimbabwe need north of 150, and it's a long way to get to that. Roy Kaye has been there a long time, but he hasn't picked up many boundaries at all. He's hit 5 4s, no 6s yet, but he's been slow going, just overrun a ball.
Yes, and you have to give credit to Sandeep Lamichhane the way he used his bowlers, because he exactly knew when to use. Just going down to the third man, but protection is there.
Yeah, nice to see some Zimbabwe supporters in the crowd as well. Saw the banner there from Rockingham College CC, and just a few fans into the VIP section, and more are coming in through the gate as we speak. So those who know their weather locally, if you want to come in and enjoy the action with Kushal Bertel and Dipendra Singh Airiro at Powdle, come on down. 150 rupees it'll be on the gate as they get through for a single to close out the 16th over. It's an excellent one from Avanesh Bahara. The hundreds come up, 16 gone, 100 for 5. There's a very happy coaching setup. Dougie Hondo, the head coach. I think that's Eric Cheluka, the assistant or the batting coach. Going to want to get his side up towards 160. There's the bowling figures. Lamichhane into his final over. Surely you'd have to think that it will be Bahara to close out from the Chobar end, and that will leave Lamichhane with just 1 over remaining. Maybe Sampal Kami will bowl that from this pavilion end. As you said earlier, Ijaz, I think Lamichhane, the way he's rotated his bowlers, it's been excellent. And it's funny how a couple of days after people criticising all your bowling changes, you can bounce back really nicely. It's a bit of a fool's game captaining sometimes. One day you look an absolute genius, the next not so much.
Well, I think so that when things are favouring you, it's more like you're doing a good job and everyone is praising. But when you're doing good, you're not winning. At that stage, I think so the people are starting criticising you.
Yeah, I think the big thing, particularly in T20 cricket, as they get back sharply for a second, the margins are very small.
Yeah.
And you can go with a very marginal decision. Do I bowl an extra seamer? Do I bring a spinner in? Some might have been wondering why Bashir Ahmed came into the attack so late, but the thing I love to see from Lamichhane as a young captain, look at the way he's learnt. He said, well, hold on, this young kid, Bashir Ahmed, is a huge asset for me. I'm going to get him in straight after the power play, let him bowl his 4 overs in the best part of the game for a spinner, and then I'll take the additional responsibility myself as captain and bowl a little later in the innings.
Yes, exactly. It's been a captain's mind that he's really a good cricketer. At every time he's been using his bowlers well. I did remember Wasim Akram, that when Saklan Mushtaq was new in the cricket era, he was used properly almost into death overs as well. And he used to give him like 5 wickets for 25 runs in ODI.
And I think one of the big things that I've been pleased with from Lamachani's spell, his leg spinning, which he's bowled almost exclusively, I reckon only 4 or 5 googlies today, has been highly effective. And if Lamachani ends with 2 for 25 or something like that from every single one of his 4 over spells, we're going to end up with some really good results for Nepal. So good captaincy, much better returns for him today, 2 for 25. Let's take a look at the bowling figures. And that's your 8 overs of spin that you want in any T20 international. And look at those figures combined between the 18-year-old Bashir Ahmed and the captain Sandeep Lamachani. They've bowled 8 overs and they've taken 3 for 43. That could be game winning.
Exactly. And 3 wickets were less than like 30 or 40 runs, and I think so that is exactly what spin can do for Nepal. And if both of these two will continue to bowl like at international level, I think so Nepal will be happy to have them in like in longer version of cricket.
Is Bashir Ahmed maybe playing himself into the mix of the 50 over squad? We'll talk about that in a second. Roy Kaye is 36 not out, joined by Luke Jongway. There is a little bit of power hitting to come. Keep your eyes on Bradley Evans, who'll probably be in next. As this one's too wide outside the off stump, will be signalled as a wide. But as for right now, we don't see Bashir Ahmed in the 50 over squad. Obviously it's mainly ODI cricket that Nepal are preparing for, 24 ODIs over the next 9 or 10 months. But we've seen Pabudu Dasanayake do this before. Think about the ODI series prior to that tri-series. He called Rohit Paudel into the T20 squad off the strength of that 50 over form. Are we going to see the reverse now? Will we see Bashir Ahmed, just 18 years of age, under 19 international, bolted from nowhere thanks to that player of the tournament performance, the Pro Club Championships, brought into the mix for that tour of the USA?
Yes, exactly. But I think so that these are not hard and fast rules that you can't add anyone like in ODI cricket. If you have announced a squad, you might be adding him like due to the performances. And I think so that when it's a country like Nepal, so I think so that if you've got some talented cricketer, or there is a batter, he's a bowler, so you might be adding him into the squad so that he can be more flourishing, because it's all about form. He's carrying a good form.
Surely though, Ijaz, if they're going to consider Bashir Ahmed for that tour of the United States, he has to play here against Zimbabwe. He's got to be brought into that squad for the 3-match 50 over series that gets going on Friday. Is that what we're going to see? Are we going to see an announcement from Khan over the next 24, 36 hours about that?
Well, I think so that they can add him in against Zimbabwe side. So that will be another big test for him, like the fitness level, that how he's been behaving like with his shoulder, with his arm, with his fingers for the 50 over games and staying under the sun for 100 overs. So that will be tested. And I think so that like the weather has been more supportive here. So there will be not any sort of big problem for the players to play under sun.
Right into the block hole and carved away for 4. That's really good anticipation from Jongway. He knows where Avinash Bahar is going to target, and he's going really deep in his crease and playing a fairly extravagant stroke to get that away for 4. His first boundary through the offside.
Yes, exactly. Jair Super 4. There you go. That we have been watching it from Zimbabwean side, slightly playing away from his body, miscued, and by the backward point fielder, or just going all along the grass at deep backward point boundary for 4. It's a good time to earn boundary. And I think so that they should be lifting up now, look toward boundaries, like a couple of boundaries in every over, so that they can go across 150, 160.
Right into the block hole. The line is better this time with the leg stump Yorker really being a low full toss out to Bim Sharkey. Yeah, currently no sign of the 18-year-old who's made such an impact with the ball in this 20 over series. You have to remember he can bat though as well. Plenty of runs in that Pro Club Championships down in Barawa. The home side, the Cricket Association of Rupendahe 11 were the champions of in that inaugural event. And isn't it fantastic to see the domestic structure continue to grow here in Nepal? And if you ended up with a result like getting one new player for the international side from each of these events would be a pretty good one that Pabudu Dasanaya could be very happy with.
Yes, exactly. Why not? Because when you're having such kind of series and you're getting Bashir Ahmed, a bowler from that whole series, and I think so that it has paid them the price for the future prospect and a future star.
Yeah, magnificent to see. He's a really entertaining young man as well. I'm very fond of him. He's always smiling. This one's smashed down the ground. Good power. That's going to be a Gar Super 4. Cannons into the side screen. Again going deep in his crease. And for the second time in the over, Jongwe perhaps just saying to Bahara, I know where you're going to bowl it. You're getting too predictable for me. The second boundary of the over.
Yes, more fuller. And you will have to pay the price. And I think so that's really a class hit. He found the gap straight there. Long on was pretty away from that spot and getting 4. I was just trying to make some more innovations there.
That won't be given as a wide with 18 overs gone. A score of 118 for 5. I'm not sure why he hasn't gone Sampal here. I would have gone to Sampal. He's gone to Karen. So it's going to be Karen KC, not Sampal Kami, or maybe it won't be. They've done the old deceiving act for us. Karen KC had marked his run up. He was ready to go, and oh, they've done the mixeroo. It's the switch, and the back switch. It's back to Karen KC. Lots of fans starting to filter in. A little over 500 fans already in the ground. Come on down. If you're in Kathmandu, just 150 rupees on the gate. Come and watch if the home side, your hometown heroes, can they square the series in this Dafa News Nepal versus Zimbabwe A T20 series powered by SkyExchange.net. We'll see a shared trophy if Nepal can do it. Or can Zimbabwe A pull this one out of the fire and take the series 2-0? If they're going to do that, Ijaz Ahmed, we're going to need to see some fireworks in these final 12 deliveries.
Yes, exactly. It's a time to lift up, whip up, and can do some magic here from both of these two batters, because another 30 to 40 plus.
You just sense they need to find a way to 150. It may be a very tall ask, needing more than 30 from the final 2 overs, but unless they can get to that 150 mark, you'd have to think with the class of Sheikh, Kushal Bertel, Rohit Paudel, Dipendra Singh Airi, and the impact of Muhammad Adil Alam, surely the Nepali batters are going to have too much.
Yes, they can chase it down like anything like 130, 140. So Zimbabwe should be looking to get another 20 plus. And I think so they can achieve it like ending up like 140, 138, might be 140.
Heaved into the leg side. Should be an opportunity for at least a single. Jongwe wants a second, but Roy Koya sends him back. Excellent fielding from Rohit Kumar Paudel. Hard to separate him and Dipendra Singh Airi as the two best fielders in this team. Bim Sharkey, of course, in the mix as well.
But I think so, like doing a good effort at the deep or at the bottom line, nearby to the boundary, you have to be more accurate. And Karan Casey should be going with his normal length.
Slower ball this time. It's just gone awry outside the off stump. Will be signalled as a wide. Anything under 150, you think Pabudu Dasanayake and Sandeep Lamachani will be thinking job done or half a job done?
Yeah, but I think so that will be pretty fair enough for them, because Nepal can do magic here. They have done in the past, like crossing 6 or 7 times more than 150 runs.
Looks for the block hole but misses out, and that'll be a Gar Super 4 into the offside. That's the very small amount of error that you have. This is probably what, 6 inches too full, turns into a low full toss, punish for 4.
Yes, exactly. But I think so, like what we have been talking again, like Karan Casey should be doing it with his normal length, because on the previous 2 deliveries he was just gone with a slower one, gone for wide. Then now he's just trying to go something extraordinary. Low full toss, gone for 4. So I think so he was doing good job, like bowling wicket to wicket, some sort of fuller.
Goes back to a heavy length this time, and I think he surprised Roy Kaia with that extra bit of pace. Really bent his back on that one, KC. And with the bigger side of the boundary being the leg side here from this end, that's probably the more percentage play. Going to be very difficult to stand and deliver there and get that all the way for 6 into the leg side.
Yes, and I think so that lack of pace, like you have been trying to play something towards cross. I think so you can do it with a lack of pace, but with a sheer pace, it will be hard to play.
He does go back to that hard length. I think it's the percentage option. They should consider a second, which they won't run because Karen KC sprinted after it himself. Gets a high five and a hug from first Dipender Singh Airi and then Rohit Paudel. Always smiling, KC. One of the great entertainers of the game. He's probably not, I don't think, at 110% fitness, but a lot of fast bowlers will tell you they very regularly are.
Yes, and it happens that when a bowler is running, he's just tilting, might not be in his good run-up, good rhythm. So at that time, you might be judging him.
You always tend to carry some kind of a niggle as a fast bowler in particular. Looks for the block hole, ends up as a length delivery, and it's just helped over his shoulder by Roy Kaia. That's going to be a Gar Super 4 to close out the penultimate over of the first innings, and the total moves up to 131 for 5.
Yes, there you go. Karan just going down to the leg side, bit of innovation, and there you go. So easily, comfortably done, and getting Jai 4 runs at fine leg. 35 yard was there. The fielder was protecting it, but unable to go.
Yeah, 4 wickets to the bowlers so far. To go alongside that excellent run out from Sandeep Lamachani. That was an outstanding effort from the skipper at mid-on. It's sort of set the tone for his side today. You always want to lead by example. Just the one over for Mohammad Adil Alam, and I think it won't be Abhinesh Bahara to close out, so that's why there was the disagreement whether it would have been Karen KC or Sampal Kami. They're going to go with Sampal Kami, who's had very good figures so far today, but he'll have to execute at the death here. And this 6th wicket partnership's growing in stature. We're 39 runs. It's come at a pretty good clip as well to give Zimbabwe just some hope. Not a huge amount of hope. It's definitely an under par total, but maybe a big final over 150. Could it be enough?
Yes, in T20 cricket you can predict like anything in 1 over, 25, 20 runs, but ball into the black hole can like get 3 dot deliveries right into the black hole, and your job will be done as a bowler.
Looks for the off cutter and it's heaved into the leg side. Will be a quick single, that fielder up in the circle, so risky option from Kami. He's got the shorter leg side to defend, and I think Jongwei is going to feel like he missed out there.
Yes, exactly. He's not happy. That his body language is just showing there. Like he was just trying to go a big one towards onside. And I think so that there is no fear. Just go with a long hander, bottom hand, and play it at somewhere at deep mid wicket, long on, a big one.
Cut into the offside. I think they're going to look for a second here. But Rohit Paudel is superb. Good throw from the deep, and Kaia is going to be caught well short. I was just talking to you about whether it was Dipender Singh Airi or Rohit Paudel who's the pick of the fielders, and that is world class. He's out at deep cover. He's made 15 yards around to his left, to his weaker side, picked up, thrown in on a flash, and Roy Kaia is going to miss out just short of his 50. You understood why he had to come back for the second, but he's been outdone by an outstanding piece of fielding from the truly excellent Rohit Kumar Paudel.
Roy Kaia, 49 in just 41 deliveries. Courtesy good throw, good accurate one, or just played it towards offside. Sampal has pitched it way towards offside, and there you go. I think so. He was just trying to come back onto the strike, but look at a good pickup and good throw, good arm.
Yeah, so athletic and exactly what a keeper wants. He wants it on the one bounce. Bale's whipped off. No need to go upstairs for that. Into the final over, 133 for 6. Bradley Evans in down at number 8. He'll face up to Cammy. And he gets that one into the leg side to get his first runs of the tour. Can you blame Kaya going back for the second there?
Well, I think so. He was trying to get the strike there just to go over the wicket. But at this stage, anyone can hit. Like, you have to take the gamble. Just go and give the strike to your lesser power hitter. Because at this stage in the last over, if you're running over, getting a wicket just for a 1 run, I think he should be trying to get a 6 run.
Yeah, need some maximums here. Cammy's got to hold his nerve. 3 deliveries to get through. Oh, it's exactly what he does. And surely going to be a run out here. There's not, and they're not even going to run the overthrow. Calamitous stuff from John Guay and Evans, the two of them getting in a total tangle. It was a really good Yorker. The slower ball thudded into the pad. The reason it was given not out LBW, the batter getting outside the line. This isn't the delivery. This is the previous ball from Evans. It's been hit down the ground for a single. We'll see if we can bring you the missed run out in a moment.
Well, it was an overthrow, but I think the non-striker, you are just going down to the other side, other end. They should have gone, well, rotating it rather than watching against each other towards umpire. No.
Heaves this one into the leg side. It'll just be a single. So no late momentum for Zimbabwe. And despite the fact that John Guay is going to finish with 23 off 23 deliveries most likely, just nobody's got that strike rate up above a run a ball. Really, Kaya's 49 off 41. Naramani scored at less than run a ball. And I think Nepal are going to be looking good to chase this total down and possibly chase it down pretty comfortably. Definitely slightly more helpful to the seamers today, the wicket. But it's not a 140 deck. It's probably more like a 160, 170, something like that. And Cammy's going to close things out by hitting the block hole nicely. All Evans can do is work it into the offside. He's going to try and take on the fielder who does what he does with aplomb. Rohit Paudel. I told you he's a world-class fielder again and again. He's not just got 1 run out in the innings, he's got 2. This one is a direct hit with a laser bullet of an arm all the way from 50 yards in the deep. You won't see a better throw than that. And you can't blame Evans for going back for the second from the final ball, but he'll be run out for 2. And Zimbabwe are going to finish with 136 for 7. Let's see if we can see the replay of that run out though. How good a throw was this from Rohit Kumar Paudel?
Excellent, excellent. You need to praise all the time for such kind of efforts from the fielders, because when you're cursing them, yelling at them that they're not doing well, you need to appreciate all the times what has been happening good in the centre. And really a wonderful throw. Just saved, run and getting a wicket too.
I wonder if we can ask our production team to magically find that run out. Maybe after the batting and bowling card. We'd love to see another angle of that throw from Rohit Paudel in the deep, because it was a ludicrous effort all the way from 50 yards out on the offside, and I think it's even hit middle stump, would you believe? So excellent stuff from him. The 2 run-outs belonging to Paudel late in the innings, 1 earlier in the innings from Sandeep Lamachani was just as good as well. For the batters, for Zimbabwe, really nothing to cheer about outside of Roy Kaye's 49. Even Maramani, who's been so good in the series, he'll be disappointed with his effort. 23 from 30 deliveries, chewed up a lot of balls. The bowling effort, a much better one, with the exception of Karen KC and Mohamed Adil Alam. All 4 of the other bowlers used were outstanding. Sampal Kami, Bashir Ahmed and Sandeep Lamachani, all in particular, will be very pleased with their day's work.
Yes, exactly. Sandeep must be happy how his teammates has done the job here, restricting Zimbabwe under 140, 136 to be precise. And there you go, how they've been done in the centre. I think so. Zimbabwe will have to do something extraordinary by taking some earlier wickets.
Just going to ask our production team once more to see if we can see this replay of this world-class run-out from the very final delivery. We'll see if we can get you that replay just before we go across to ad breaks for the innings interval. But there's the bowling efforts. Yeah, certainly Karen KC the most expensive. And we're going to come back and take a look at that replay now in a moment. There's the Manhattan chart. Nothing really getting going. Just the 18th and 19th over with some good efforts. And here is that run out. Rohit Paudel, look at this. Hit into the offside in the deep. bring it to you now in a moment. This is the very final ball. In fact, this isn't the final ball because Evans is not on strike. Maybe this is it. Let's take a look. Here we go. It was bowled. This isn't the delivery either. We're going to see if the team can manage to find the correct ball. The very final delivery is the one we're looking for. Final delivery of the innings where Evans worked it into the offside and then was run out thanks to the direct hit. So if the team can roll it on a touch. And this also isn't it. No, this is the second last ball that was heaved away for a single. Maybe we'll get there now. We might be able to get there from just a moment or two's time. It's the last ball of the match we want to see just one more time before we go across to ad breaks here on Action Sports HD as the ground staff set about their work. Hopefully, as you can just about still see the Chobar Dada, those hills in the background, we should be okay for a full second innings with Nepal trying to level the series. Just the light roller, maybe the heavy roller actually going on as a airplane flies overhead. Temperature about 26 degrees, certainly pretty cloudy, but we should have enough at least for a result, if not the full chase, as the team are just looking to bring you this replay of the run out. Let's see if we can bring you that before we go away for ad break. Could it be 137 needed to win for Nepal to square the series and make it one apiece? We won't have a T20 series winner with just the one game being washed out in the middle of the series. The good news though, we've got the 50 over clashes to look forward to. They'll be held on Friday, Saturday and Monday. We'll have a break on Sunday, but we aren't able to bring you that run out just for the moment. We'll try and find that for you to start the coverage from the second innings. Don't go too far. Stay with us on Action Sports HD and around the world on OSR Sports YouTube channel, Fanco down in India, and the CricTracker YouTube channel around the world. For me, Andrew Leonard, all the team, we'll be back with you with the full chase in about 10 minutes time, as Nepal are going to need 137 to win. So a warm welcome back to the wonderful TU International Cricket Ground here in Kirtipur, just outside of the capital city, Kathmandu. We're in the Kathmandu Valley for this game number 2. Well, the completed game number 2. It's actually match number 3 of the DAFA News Nepal versus Zimbabwe A T20 series, powered by SkyExchange.net, of course. And our thanks again to all of the sponsor and broadcast teams that are making this series possible. The historic first ever visit of a test nation to the land of Nepal. Their A side has come here, and what's more, it looks very like Nepal are in a good position to square the series and share the trophy alongside Zimbabwe. Andrew Leonard with you here. I've got Paresh Lahani with me. I'm going to introduce you to him in a moment. Opening the batting for Nepal, it's going to be Kushal Bertel, with a change of number on the back. He's gone from his regular 14 to 19. I'm going to see if Paresh has got the inside scoop on that. And he's opening the batting even alongside Asif Sheikh. Opening the bowling for Zimbabwe A. It's the big, tall, fast bowler, Victor Nyauchi. He was excellent in the first match of the series. Paresh, good afternoon to you. Why the change of number for Kushal Bertel?
Yeah, good afternoon, Andrew. I think it's numerology. I don't know.
Cutaway, going to be runs, the first runs of the chase. Just be a single down to third man. You love it when I put you on the spot.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all I do to you, Paresh. And I love giving you the chance to give us a prediction. I'll have to ask you to start this. Will Nepal square the series and make it 1-1?
Well, they have a definite chance of squaring the series. I say 70-30%, if they bat well and if the rain doesn't come down. Let's.
What percent? I didn't hear that, Paresh. Say it again.
70%.
Oh, 70%?
Yeah.
So you're back to your sitting on the fence. You're never giving us something definitive, yeah? Oh, dear. Yeah, for those who are maybe enjoying the coverage from the Pro Club Championships down in Barawa, or of course the Everest Premier League last September, my old sparring partner with me, Paresh Tony Lahani. And for those who are wondering about the nickname Tony and might not have been tuning in down there in Barawa, it wasn't anything to do with Tony Soprano, was it, Paresh?
No,
it was all
wasn't.
about Tony Gregg.
Yeah, it was all about Tony Gregg. My uncle named me Tony.
The best thing about that story, though, Paresh, was you didn't even know why you were called Tony. Until I forced you to call him and ask him, you didn't even know why.
Yeah, I asked him from Bhairava itself, and he told me the whole story.
He said you were like a young Tony Gregg. Of course, the big man up in the great cricketing heaven in the sky now, alongside Richie Beno. Imagine how good a commentary box that would be up there. Of course, Tony Kozer, sadly departed from the Caribbean as well. Up there too, some of the great voices of the game that have helped spread the joy of this game. That one thuds into the thigh pad. Asif Sheikh won't be able to get off the mark immediately. Tell us what approach you would like to see in this chase. It's obviously around 7 and over.
No, actually, you should bat positively. Don't get bobbed down because of the good balls. Rotate the strike. Play in the merit of the ball. You'll get through.
That one thuds into the pad as well. Keeps things very simple. Victor Nyauchi, and that's a really good first over. Just 3 runs coming from it. And at the end of 1 over the chase, it's 3 for none.
I remember about Malcolm, he's my favourite bowler, right? And the guy you're talking about is Tribhuvan, this guy here. Yeah?
I think I saw in the TV the other day, the first match.
Was he the white guy?
No, not white, black guy.
This guy didn't play the other day, he was just in...
He didn't play in the first match.
Didn't play in the first game, he's brought in.
Trevor Gwandu into the team a couple of days ago for his first bowl in the series. And he's big and he's fierce and he gets a good steepling bounce. We had a good look at him, didn't we, in the warm-ups over the last couple of days, and certainly the coaching staff, the Zimbabwe A team of Dougie Hondo, Stanley Chisora, Eric Cheoluka, they all felt that he's the quickest of their pace attack.
Yes, and he looks a bit pacey, comes down, has a very good run-up, good release, good load-up. And let's see if he bends his back or not.
That is as beautiful a shot as you could ever imagine. Asif Sheikh is so stylish and pleasing to the eye. It's no more than a punch. But with the extra pace of Gwandu, he just holds his shape up on his tippy toes. The perfect back foot drive for 4.
Exactly, that is what batting is all about. Getting the middle of the bat and getting 4s in good balls, mind you. Seven already of 1.2 overs. Nepal chasing.
Going to be more runs into the offside. Back-to-back jar, super 4s. The first one, so stylish, so elegant. This one, more of a slash and a little bit of fortune about it. But Asif Sheikh won't mind that. He gets his account starting to tick.
Let me discuss about the 2 shots that he played. The first one was like Sachin Tendulkar, and the second one was like Virendra Sehwag.
Another very pleasing shot into the leg side. It'll be a couple of runs. For Sheikh, do you see a natural role for him in this T20 side? He's probably more technically suited to 50-over cricket.
Yeah, basically, I mean, he's been opening with Kushal Purtel in the T20s as well as in ODIs. So he should be, I think, it's my opinion, being an opening batsman, he should open in the ODIs, not in the 2020s. Because he's so classical batsman and he can stay there. That is more important.
Worked into the leg side for what's going to be more runs. The deep square leg fielder getting a real working over, has to run 20 yards to his left from the previous delivery, now 20 yards to his right. And the home fans, they're starting to look very happy indeed. A comfortable and confident start to this chase.
Yeah, just a mere total of 137 runs. Look at the crowd there. In a minimal basis, but I think it's more than 500.
Oh, another lovely shot. It's going to be 3 Gyre Super 4s, and I can't pick between the first of them and the last of them in that over. The first one was a classical back foot cover drive. This time it's a front foot drive, a free-flowing bat. Sights don't get much more beautiful than that.
It's very beautiful when you drive like that. And by the way, my best shot was a cover drive. Beautiful done, Asif Sheikh.
So, good start this for Nepal. The regular opening partnership of Bertel and Sheikh are going to look to build their confidence ahead of the ODI series, or the 50 over series, ahead of the ODI challenges that are coming over the next 9 or 10 months. As a player, a former player, that is Paresh, what would you have given for the riches of fixtures that are coming up over the next year?
So you'll have to work very hard for that. You have to try to win all the matches and get on that top 5 position to retain the ODI status. And if you get on the top 3, that's a bonus. So you should prepare like that.
Yeah, there's also the added equation of the fact that if you do finish outside of the top 3, you have a chance at the repechage, which is will be a 6-team small event with the 2 winners of the Cricket World Cup Challenge League, which is in essence the sides ranked 21st to 32nd in the world. As Sheikh works this one into the leg side, it's going to have enough pace to run into the boundary despite the best efforts of Bradley Evans. And that's a 4th Gyre Super 4 inside 3 overs, and they've all gone to Asif Sheikh.
Yes, that's very well done. Clipped off his pads. The timing was so immaculate. Look at the replay again. Straying down to the leg side. Look at the timing. And that reminded me of Mohammad Azharuddin.
God, lots of big names being dropped in the box. Some more appropriately than others. I think I'll take the Sachin Tendulkar and Virender Sehwag comparison over the last one. And that one's picked up now from a pull. You don't have to hit 6s in T20 cricket. You can still score at more than a run a ball. The likes of the Kane Williamson prototype. There's another big name dropped in for you. It's yet another Gyre Super 4. And again, it's gone to Mohammad Asif Sheikh. We'll get those graphics corrected because they are not right now. It's Asif Sheikh who is smashing the ball to all parts. And right now, he's moved to a flying 24 from just 12 deliveries.
Yes, it's a very flying start for Nepal.
More runs, just a single this time down to 3rd man. For Sheikh, do you think that he is still early in his international career? He's played 27 times in the full formats, that's ODI and T20I. Do you think he's shown enough to be given a really long extended run in the team, obviously keeping wicket as well?
No, actually, I think he's shown enough, but he has to perform every game. He has to be consistent in his batting and his keeping as well. And look at that shot again.
The first 4 to Kushal Bertel goes into the leg side. The Gyre Super 4s, they are rolling and they're coming thick and fast for Nepal. They're in a dominant position at the end of the 3rd over. The score, thanks to this glorious boundary hit into the leg side. It's now 32 for none. First time ever for Zimbabwe. An immediate change in bowling for Zimbabwe A. They're hitting the panic button a little here because Gwandu's been hit out of the attack after just 1 over. And with Anauchi getting punished for 3 boundaries in his previous over as well. Questions to answer. Here comes Evans. And he's going to be flicked away for 4. That's a poor delivery down the leg side. He's a big tall all-rounder, Brad Evans. This is the first time he's ever made it into any Zimbabwean representative side. He's played a lot of cricket in the United Kingdom. Went to the Cardiff MCCU, the Cardiff Centre of Excellence. But the panic buttons are being hit everywhere here for Zimbabwe. Poor delivery, this one.
Yes, very poor delivery to start with. Down to the leg side. Just needed a tickle. And Asif Sheikh didn't miss that.
Oh, the runs are flowing. It's an absolute hammering right now the Zimbabwean bowlers are taking, and they're taking it primarily at the hands of the multi-talented young Asif Sheikh. That's another Gaia Super 4. He's going at a strike rate of more than 200, and it's all with conventional, beautiful cricket strokes.
Yes, exactly. I mean, look at the last shot. He gave himself room and just guided to the backward point boundary for 4 runs. And when we were talking about Asif Sheikh being a part of the ODI team, now he's playing a very good hand in the T20s.
He's just so pleasing on the eye. You talk about elegant classical techniques. You could take Asif Sheikh's game, and that's every shot of his game, his front foot game, his back foot game, and you could take them and almost replicate the coaching manual, because he's exactly what you'd imagine. Obviously the younger brother of Arif Sheikh. Quite often you see brothers who go on to play internationally, the younger one ends up being the one who's the better one. Is that the case with Asif and Arif?
Yeah, I think so, and that's the case with me and my brothers as well.
No ball signalled. It's going from bad to worse, and Bradley Evans has his head in his hands after delivering that one, because he's overstepped. He can't quite work out how, but the front foot's gone over the line. That means for the 3rd time today, twice for Nepal, with their bowlers overstepping, and now once for Zimbabwe, we're going to have the free hit signal and the cheers ring out across the ground.
Yeah, it's a crime. I said, even in the Nepali innings while they were bowling, I said it's a crime to bowl no balls.
Yeah, it really is, and at least the field can change. That's the one small benefit. Fine leg is out of the circle, interestingly. Probably would have gone to long on. Asif Sheikh is going to get that away for 1 bounce, and it's another jar, Super 4. Keeper Madande signals that to the umpire. I don't think it's travelled all the way. Just 1 bounce in front of the rope. He wants to put his arms aloft, but I think that's a jar, Super 4, not 11 Sports Super 6.
Yeah, the idea was right to bowl a bouncer, but since it was a free hit, Bhurtel just went for it. Or was it Asif Sheikh went for it?
Yeah, it was Asif Sheikh, and the reason Sheikh was on strike was because Bhurtel had picked up the single. I think they're just going to send this upstairs for a quick check. I'm almost certain this is bounced just in front of the rope, and for me, I know we've got the technology here. Let's take a look. Well, the keeper's straight in the way of that. We're not going to be able to tell from that angle. But the keeper, you can see clearly, Madande, indicating he's seen it from 10 yards away, 15 yards away or so, and said it's 4. I think, surely, you can trust the player there.
Yeah.
We're going to see the technology used, and it's going to send arms a-flying, and it will be given rightly as a 4. It's a good decision.
So actually, when there's a clear vision of that, is it a 4 or a 6, or it's not a run out, or you don't have to go upstairs. Just don't waste time.
Yeah, I think
I must say that.
Just maybe a foot or so inside the rope, and even Asif Sheikh, I think he knew that. Of course, Sheikh famously went viral around the world, didn't he, earlier in the year? 45 million views of that beautiful clip against Ireland, where he refused, as instructed by Sandeep Lamachani, to run out Andrew McBride of Ireland. Moment I was lucky enough to be on commentary for as well, Paresh, and it spoke volumes about the young man, and he deserved every inch of the plaudits that he received from all the way around the world.
Yes, absolutely. That Asif Sheikh is being a very good batsman and a keeper as well, but he has to work on his keeping. That is what I have seen.
Nicely struck by Bhurtel for just a single. It's an expensive first over for Brad Evans. Nothing Zimbabwe are doing is working right now. 4 gone, 49 for none. So it's a flying start for this regular opening pairing, an opening pairing that we may well see used across all formats for Nepal for many years to come. Remarkable to think it's only just over a year ago they came together. Asif Sheikh and Kushal Bertel. Bertel debuting in that tri-series at this ground against the Netherlands and Malaysia. Well, they've been a regular partnership since, and usually it's Bertel that's giving the flying start, particularly in the T20 format, but today it's been all about Mohammed Asif Sheikh.
Yeah, that was a bit of a casual shot by Bertel. And I must say they're very, very young cricketers. They are a long way to go.
Worked into the leg side, quickly fielded by Evans, who throws it in and cannons into Sheikh's bat. No question of obstructing the field, he was safely in anyway. We're going to see if we can maybe ask social media, why has Kushal Bertel changed his number? Come on, get your tweets and your Instagram messages into me, Andrew Leonard, at Cricket Badge, and if you know why he's changed his number from 14 to 19. It's something's been asked of me. Someone asked me. I don't have the answer. I put Paresh Tony Lahani on the spot. He didn't have the answer. Maybe we'll be able to find out. Nicely cut off the front foot this time. The 50s come up inside 5 overs. But do let us know, why has Kushal Bertel moved from number 14 across to number 19? It's just happened in this series, isn't it?
Yes, he used to put on the number 14. I think it's just because of numerology or something like that. Or maybe his girlfriend's birthday is on the 19th.
Maybe a tribute to the girlfriend. Like that shout. Quick single's going to be run. What was your career number? Obviously a lot of your cricket would have been played in whites, wouldn't it, before the coloured clothing?
Yeah, coloured clothing, I used to start with 23.
Oh, you were a Shane Warne man, were you? Yeah. Or was it Michael Jordan for you?
It was just a number.
Yeah, we see all sorts of numbers used these days, don't we, at the international game. Gorgeous new Nepal jersey with the new title sponsor on the front as well. Things really looking up ahead of a hugely exciting 10 months of cricket, with Cricket World Cup League 2 playing out all the way around the world. That exciting trip to Texas that we were talking about in the first innings, going to be a fairly historic one. I think they're the first ever one-day internationals played in Texas.
Yeah, it'll be very good for Nepal, Oman, and even the US Cricket Board. The exposure they'll get there will be very important.
And if your predictions are true, some big fan numbers coming in from probably all parts of America, the Nepali fans there. This has been a good comeback over, but we're finally going to see 11 Sports Super 6. That goes miles, and it's the biggest cheer of the day. The crowd are on their feet. What a strike from Kushal Bertel.
Yes, again, balled in the pad, clipped it away. The timing was so immaculate. It went over the boundary, over the fence for 6 runs.
Yeah, this is a remarkable strike. We're just going to see if we can bring you the replay here. Here it is. It was just a length delivery, wasn't it? And a flick of the wrists from Kushal Bertel. It soared all the way for 11 Sports Super 6. The end of the 5th over. This game, it's only going one way. It's 57 for none. So another change in bowling. It's going to be Luke Jongwe to come in from the pavilion end of the ground, but this has been one-way traffic. A very fine opening partnership between Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh.
Very well played there by Asif Sheikh. And I was talking about this bowler, Lenny, a tall guy, not short, but bowls has that run-up and has that rhythm like Malcolm Marshall.
Yeah, Luke Jongwe being compared to the late great former West Indian bowler Malcolm Marshall. Yeah, there's a few little similarities there. I see what you mean. Wonderful bowler, wasn't he? One of the, I think, of bowlers who've got more than 300 test wickets. He's got the lowest average, something in and around 20. And for him to bowl at such express pace from that diminutive stature, I think he was around 5'5", 5'6", when you had the giants of Joel Garner and Andy Roberts, and then later Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh around him. But he was a very special cricketer, a very special man, of course much loved in Hampshire and England as well, and taken from us far too soon by tragic cancer. I think he was only 41 or 42, something like that. But Jongwe, yeah, a few little shades of Malcolm Marshall in his action. He's got a very good slower ball, and he just bumped into Kushal Bertel there. And an apology and a pat on the back, a complete accident.
Yeah, these guys are playing very well now. There's no ball to hit, so they are taking singles, rotating the strike. 59 for no loss in just 5.3 overs. Partnership is 59 in 34 balls. The target 137. Solani, I said 70%, so what do you think now?
I'm just horrified you never get off the fence, Paresh. You should have said 100%. That's what you should have said. I'll buy you whatever beer you want tonight if Nepal lose this game. Instead, you just sat on the fence. Even though you're from Nepal, you said 70% chance of victory. They need 7 and over, Paresh. They're going at more than 10 and over.
The start which Mohammad Asif Sheikh gave, because of that they're in this position. If they had lost 2 wickets in the power play, things would have been different.
Oh, I don't know, Paresh. One of these days I'll get you to commit to a position live on air. Good running between Sheikh and Bertel. Both put a huge focus on their fitness and their strength work. Bertel in particular, he might be short, but he's very, very strong. And they'll get back comfortably for a second here. What a flying start. That partnership, it's worth 62 runs inside the power play. Slower ball bowled into the wicket. That'll close out the power play. It's been all the home side so far. They're odds-on favourites to go on and close out a series tying victory. End of the 6th at 62 for none. So the end of the power play will bring about a change in bowling, with Brad Evans having a change of ends. Very expensive first over, 17 runs coming from it. And he'll come back into the attack from the Chobar end of the ground. Great to hear all your messages coming in on social media. No one has solved the riddle, though, of why exactly Kushal Bertel has changed his shirt number. If you do know, send me a message, Andrew Leonard. You can get me at Cricket Badge on either Twitter or Instagram, and I'll read out your name if you solve the riddle for me. This one thuds into the thigh pad. They'll run through for a leg by. And lovely to hear all your messages from all around the world. And Really nice to hear from you. Get those messages in at Cricket Badge on either Twitter or Instagram. Welcoming back to the commentary box, I've got Ijaz Ahmed joining me. Ijaz, this is like a completely different game to the first clash between these sides. Nepal are doing it at a canter.
Thank you very much, Andrew, and exactly right, because both openers, they have done it well. All the bowlers used by Nepal, by Zimbabwe A side. And I think so that Asif and Kushal, these are the sort of batters who love to have partnership at the top. And I think so it's really in a driving seat, Zimbabwean team, Nepali team at this stage. And Zimbabwe, they need to get a couple of wickets. Otherwise, this game has been slipping out from their hands.
Yeah, Sheikh in particular has looked outstanding. Messages flooding in here on social media. I'm not sure if this is the correct answer, but if it is, it's very interesting. This one's coming from Dital Shiva on Instagram to me at Cricket Badge. He said Kushal Bertel had the jersey number 14. He said it was because his favourite player Ricky Ponting also wore that jersey, but the 19th is Ricky Ponting's birthday. So maybe that's why he's changed it across to 19. Who knows?
Oh, yes, exactly. So the followers, extremely well done.
Good change of pace. That's the slower ball from Bradley. What would your go-to number have been? I was always 17 throughout my playing career. What would you have worn, Ijaz?
Me? You're asking me that what should I be wearing? Well, I would love to wear number 1.
Just keep it simple, is it? Just stick on number 1, the most important.
Yeah, 999-000-10. I think number 1 is the best.
None of the 333 like the Chris Gale. There's lots of guesses now coming in on social media. I'm not sure some of these are right, but we'll read a few of them out. There's some interesting theories. This one from Irish KC. He was born in 1997, so maybe that's why he uses 19.
Might be. I had 89. Like I had one of my cricket shirt number 89, but I born in 78.
Okay, a message coming in. Ryan Burrell, the great Zimbabwean all-rounder. Great to hear from him. He's watching on live on the CricTracker YouTube channel. He's in the senior Zimbabwean squad, of course, one of the stars of the Everest Premier League. He became a bit of a hometown favourite, really enjoyed his time here in Kathmandu. Hopefully we'll see him back for future seasons of the Everest Premier League as Evans continues. Short and wide, it will be signalled as a wide. A grimace from the bowler, but I think a pretty good decision there.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think so that Zimbabwe, they are just not been in a comfort zone in this game because they did well in chasing in the first game, but rain has just disturbed. The form might be somewhere. They have not been trying. They have not been good defending till now, till the 7th over.
Yeah, another change up from Evans, so much better over from him. A good comeback. Just 4 runs coming against his figures. He's got none for 21. The score after 7, it's 67 for none. So those messages continue to flood in and speculate what exactly Kushal Bertel. We will promise you something. I'll speak to Kushal Bertel tonight, and I will on Friday when we come back for the 50 over matches. We'll have a little bit more time in the game as well. Yeah. We'll give you the full inside scoop why he's made that change from 14 to 19.
If you can't reply, like, can you mention here for the spectators, for the fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's one from Sandesh Aryal. He's saying Bertel 14 jersey number coincides with Ponting, but 19 is Rahul Dravid. Maybe he's also paying tribute to the great wall of India.
Yes, exactly, because Dravid, the wall of India in the cricket, really a wonderful player, and what a wrist he used to go and playing towards onside off the pads.
Spin for the first time, Brendan Mavuda, who for me has been the pick of the bowlers so far. I really like his leg breaks. Gets good energy on the ball, again, something we were talking about in the first innings. There's a good wrong one that you won't pick comfortably. Not a big turner of the ball, not a classical leg spinner, but really nice action. I think he'll have good success, particularly in the T20 format in the years to come. He's right on the money to start with, really good. Ashtik Pokral messaging in from Taiwan, watching live from Taiwan on the CricTracker YouTube channel, saying happy to watch a quality broadcast this time. Ashtik, thanks so much for getting in touch. Really nice to hear from you.
Great. Well, it's more like Anil Kumble, like somewhere at delivery stance, at delivery stride, it's just been resembling like Anil Kumble when he's finishing his ball, but not that much quick to the ear that he was.
Too full this time and punished by Kushal Bertel. There's no scoreboard pressure at all. That's going to fly away for a Gyre Super 4, cannonading into the SkyExchange.net boards. Slightly overpitched, punished by Bertel.
Excellent shot. Like he's been flourishing here with some of ease of his shots, his strokes, away from his body, leaning forward, just going through. The fielder was there, but unable to stop it, and just gone into extra cover for 4.
Yeah, some of the messages coming in there's too many to keep up with, but I have to read this one quickly from Pratyaksha. I'm currently attending a wedding in Nepal, but I can't miss the game, so I'm watching on YouTube, and being honest, I'm ignoring the rituals completely. Cricket first here, always here in Nepal.
Just like an army person, that he's on the border, but he's exactly knowing that serving, either he's on marriage or somewhere. If the call is there, you have to go. So cricket is there. And Nepal has got a big number of fans. And Andrew, if you will be nominated for an election, I think so you will be winning it.
Oh, I don't know about that, mate. I'm not too sure. I stay away from politics. I just love my cricket. End of the 8th over. Nepal moved to 75 for none. Let's take a look at the innings comparison between the two sides. You can see here, really, the runworm of the green side, which in this case is actually Nepal. It's out of control. It's climbing all over Zimbabwe.
Yes, exactly. So Zimbabwe was just struggling at that time. They were trying to make something into their pockets, but were unable to score massive and aggressively. But here, what a reply. Nepal has done a wonderful job. They are chasing it in a tremendous manner. Positive, beautiful cricket. And what is most important thing that they've been playing in home crowd, in front of home crowd. And I think, sir, they've been loved on every shot. Whenever there's a boundary, they are loving it. And there you can see that those green lines, they are all skyscrapers with no fall of wicket yet, 75, and this is really a big one. Confident chase.
Well, we said it wasn't a 140, 150 wicket. We were clear about that, and certainly you could make an argument that Nepal have had the better of the batting conditions. Certainly early for the seamers, it looked to be a little bit more helpful. But Zimbabwe's innings just never got going, and it didn't get going because the Nepali bowlers didn't allow them to get going today.
Yes, exactly. The spinners, they have done a good job. The skipper and Bashir Ahmed, he's just been a tremendous, and what a pick he is. He is the future of Nepal's cricket spin department, and I think so he will really fill up that space.
Chipped into the offside and just pick up a single. Yeah, for Nepal, really, the critical preparation in this series, I know they'll want to win every game they play, but it's the 50 overs, isn't it? The 3 matches there, they're going to provide the perfect preparation for Texas next month in Cricket World Cup League 2.
Yes, exactly. Oman and USA will be a great place to play. You know, I think so that playing at such kind of level, like in USA, change of place, change of surface, change of venues, will surely give you lots of confidence, and you learn cricket much better.
Yeah, there's just a flash of the partnership. It's been a superb one. Mavudo with the clean pick up and shake. He's very quick, but he might just have been struggling here with the direct hit. He had to get the afterburners on.
Yes, exactly, because you need to be accurate here at this stage. 77 runs partnership in 52 deliveries, and that's massive. Good start. Confident one. Kushal Brutal and Asif Sheikh doing a wonderful job for their sides, and I think they have got first wicket stand 116 here at this very venue, the highest partnership.
Going to be more runs. Look at this for a stroke. It's going to fly, I think, all the way for 11 Sports Super 6. There's the signal. The arms go above the head. Zimbabwe are not just being beaten here, they're being hammered out of sight.
Yes, dented well, tremendously battered well here, both of these two. And Kushal, you're just coming out in 33 runs in just 24 deliveries. So this is the beauty of T20 cricket. They'll play lesser deliveries, score more runs. Strike rate goes 137.5. That is exactly what you require in T20.
Thuds into the pad, but I think it's thudded off an inside edge. So that's why Bertel will survive. No leg by signal, so the inside edge was there to keep him going. For this pairing to continue to thrive, it's just a year they've been opening the batting for Nepal. You just, as a coach, you want to keep them going. Give them every chance possible over the next 10
Yes, exactly. Why not? Why not? Because when they are in form, their eye contact, their combination has been good. So you need to go them a free hand. Go and play your normal cricket, your natural cricket. Well, with this single, 9 gone, 85 or not, Nepal.
Plenty of comments continuing to flood into social media. You're causing problems, Ejaz, online. Look at you. Look at what you've done here, Ejaz. Bharat Shrestha says Nepal government should give PR to Andrew. love to hear you every day in Nepal. You're causing terrible tensions. There's a real election on. Come on, Ejaz. You've got to get back to the cricket, I think. Good running here. They'll get back for a second. But the messages coming in from all over the world, watching on from Doha and Qatar on the CricTracker page, from Dubai and the UAE. Plenty of messages, and lovely to hear people from New Zealand, from America. What time must it be in America? That's the fanaticism that the Nepali fans have.
I think it's midnight. It should be there, but what a wonderful followers and fans Nepal cricket and Zimbabwe had.
Well, here's a really good theory on Kushal Bertel as well, as we see a quick single run. It's coming from Ambarish Adhikari, who's watching on from Australia. It might be quite late in the evening down there. The reason for Kushal Bertel changing his jersey to 19 was the year he made his debut for Nepal, was 2019.
Oh, so
that's the googly out of the back of the hand, and it's going to pick up the wicket. I don't think that's been picked by Kushal Bertel. He's gone back and across to cut what he thought was a leg spinner. It's easy for us to pick from behind the bowler's arm because you can see the ball clearly coming out of the back of the hand, which hopefully you'll see in the replay in a moment. Bertel has not picked it. He's gone back, he's looked to cut, and he's paid the price.
Yes, wrong one. Dragged on and just paying his wicket here. He made 34 runs in just 26 deliveries. So first wicket down here from Nepal.
Drop the bass.
So welcome back. We just took the drinks break early there with the dismissal of Kushal Bertel, who has not picked the googly from Brendan Mavuda, who just skidded on a little bit, turned in, and comes off an inside edge. And how good is this to see? I'm not sure who's made the decision, whether it's Pabudu Dasanayake as the head coach or maybe Sandeep Lamachani as the captain. They're saying, we've got to see a lot of Bashir Ahmed with the ball. We love what we've seen. Why not give him a chance with the bat up the order, up to number 3? You'd have to think if he can make a little cheeky 20 or 30 not out here, he's going to play his way maybe into that 50-over squad.
Yes, that will be a big one because the platform is set. I think so. There is no pressure on him just to perform in front of home crowd. So I think so that he will be performing like 20, 30 odd runs, run a ball, and he's going to be the star of today's game.
I think we've set something viral on social media here with this question about Kushal Bertel's jersey number. Some of the theories coming in are absolutely extraordinary. Here we go. Bashir Ahmed facing his first delivery in international cricket, and isn't that lovely? Get off the mark, no early nerves. I'm not sure whether he picked the googly out of the hand. He probably picked it off the pitch, but he's got it away for a single into the leg side.
Yes, and it should be a good game for him. But Brendan, he's the guy. He's the man who has just got a breakthrough for his side. What they are requiring it for quite a long time, 7 overs.
Yeah, and for me, Asif Sheikh here, he's not just going to want to get his 50. He needs one to get to that landmark. They just want to guide this chase home. Take in 70 not out. Very confidence-building innings going into the 50-over matches.
Yes, exactly. Like up to 16th or 17th over, they can finish it.
This one's dragged down, worked into the leg side, so that's going to be 50. And it's been a really special innings. All the acceleration came early in the innings. It's been stylish, it's been elegant, it's been full of class, and that's exactly what this young man is in every capacity. 34 deliveries, 8 fours, and it's just a splendid knock, one that he'll remember for a long time to come.
Excellent, excellent. Asif, you have done a good job. Eid Mubarak. This is really a big day for you, and performed it on a tremendously well. So, well played, well done. But still job is there to do. Go till the end of this game and make your name onto the newspaper in tomorrow.
I'm going to read you some of these theories now, and maybe you can listen to them all and work out, Ijaz, which you think's the most likely. There's all sorts going on in the social media feeds. Here we go. So Suraz Gulmani says, according to astrology, lucky number changes according to time. So this is the reason that Kushal's changed his shirt number. Acharya Suraj says, this is ludicrous, this one. He says, chill guys, it's my birthday today on the 19th. So he's wearing that to surprise me. I'm not too sure about that one. Plenty of this one coming from Leipzig in Germany. There's messages from Australia all over the place. I think he says that he reckons, this is Infinite Soul, he thinks that his number 14 jersey is dirty and it's still in the washing machine. So the number 19
in the laundry, yeah,
has been the new one that's come out. I don't think that one's right. There are a few serious ones as well. Bipin Powdle watching on, he says it's not midnight in America, it's 5 a.m. And I've got to work at 8 a.m, but he's staying up to support. He's in Dallas in Texas. He's really looking forward to coming to all 4 games there in Houston.
Right.
Kashitsi Powdle says that according to the Nepali calendar, there's some relevance there with the new year and a change of jersey to number 19. We'll see if we can get one or more read out quickly. Ayush KC, we've read that one, saying he might be born in 1997. Not sure whether that's the reason. Samundra says he's watching on Believing in Kushal. I don't know where he's watching from, but he's saying that he's taken the day off work to support the team. And Ashtik Pokra wants to know, am I enjoying the song in the background? Yes is the answer. Love my Nepali love ballads. So come on then, Ijaz, which do you think it is? There's no real winner there, is there, as to why he's changed the jersey number? We'll find out by Friday. We'll promise you. Tune back in on Friday.
Next game, yes.
We'll tell you.
Yes, hope so. That we will be letting you know that what exactly the reason is in the next game of in first ODI. And then we will be having another question.
It's been the hot topic, isn't it?
Andrew, the new mayor.
Well, no, definitely not. I need to fly. I've got to go back on the 10th. I've got to get to Texas for the ODIs. Nicely steered by Bashir Ahmed. He's a really confident young cricketer, isn't he? 18 years of age. He was obviously one of the primary players in that under-19 tour of the UAE, which was a very disappointing one by Nepali underage team standards. But if they've just found Bashir and Bashir alone from that team, it's a real boost to the team. They need a left-arm spinner. We've been hunting for one. We don't know whether Sagar Dakal's the answer. Susham Bari, Shahab Alam. Has Bashir Ahmed maybe leapfrogged all of them?
Yes, exactly. He's on at the top at this stage. And I think so. He's really a great prospect. Good find. And I was just going through from his bowling analysis, like he's taking wickets in every game, like a couple of wickets, 3 wickets. So a bowler that who is giving you lots of feedback in terms of his job. I think so. That's really a class act from him. And he will surely gain some more confidence. 18 years, not been a big age. So touring like USA, Oman, UAE, any other sides, he will surely add more respect and more knowledge.
And he's very organised as a left-handed batter. Get to the end of the 11th. The score 95 for 1. Tell me when we're back here, lads. If you can hear me, probably can't. I think his girlfriend counter hit 19. So Mavuda is going to continue, and Sheikh will get through for a quick single. I just have to go. I'm going to leave the commentary box and get away in a moment, but listen to this one. There's a couple of really good theories here. I quite like this one because it refers to one of my favourite ever Nepali players. He's saying that this is coming from Binod Powdell, who's watching on from Canberra in Australia. Thanks for your message, Binod. Basanta Regmi used to wear the number 19. Of course, he famously did probably the best left-arm spinner himself in Shakti Gochan that Nepal have ever had. But maybe, are we saying that Basanta is formally retired now and it's Kushal Bertel taking over that number 19?
Oh, yes, exactly right. Well, the batter was not ready. Or just taking guard. There is some change of umpire. Slip is there. Will be interesting to see. Any edge would drive through.
Nicely worked into the leg side. It'll just be a single. I think Bashir Ahmed's doing exactly the right thing. Knock it around for 15 or 20 not out. There's no pressure on the scoreboard. One final one to read out. Andrew, this is from Samir. I know the Bertel secret. After he was born, 19 priests came and gave him the blessing. One of them was to give him a cricket bat. And he also wrote 19 rules. And the rule number 19 of those 19 was to not tell anyone why you changed your number, your jersey number to 19. Thank you very much, sir, for another, I'm going to call that one a fringe conspiracy theory, but I like the story.
Oh, yes. Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much, everyone. You are just tuned in and watching this broadcast anywhere, either in Nepal, around the globe. This is really wonderful moments, and thank you very much for your lovely words.
Matter of time before the hashtag number 19 trends on Twitter the way this is going. So many comments. Back to the action. Bashir Ahmed is just watchful to start with, and Mavuda is bowling that googly more and more regularly to the left-hander, trying to take it away from the left-handed batter.
Yes, and it's 98, just 2 run away from 3 figures. And I think so that after that Asif Sheikh will surely go up into the sky to look after some massive hits.
I suppose the big thing is, though, they don't need to do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Even if they chase this in the 16th, 17th over, 18th over, it doesn't matter. Just get home, square the series, take a big confidence boost into the 50 overs. Good over from Mavuda. Ahmed can't get it away. We'll have a change in the commentary box. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Vijay's Ahmed, who'll be joined by Paresh Lahani. It's 98 for 1. Brad Evans coming back in.
Well, the game is all set here for Nepal cricket team, and I think so. They are not far away from the victory. But you need to wait, and there you go. That is exclusive cover drive. What a wonderfully hit into the fence for 4. Joy at 4. Joy super 4. What a wonderful shot.
Yes, indeed. Asif Sheikh playing a very good role here. The weight on the front foot. And look at that shot. Beautifully done. He's impressed me a lot today.
Yes, full credit. They were really a cracker. He was just going through from his shot, and what a wonderfully hit. Well balanced. And getting it more quickly. More confidence for him. He's approaching 59 in just 40 deliveries. Really a T20 cricketer. There you see the confidence almost on to the other end. Chance was there, but luckily the throw was not that much accurate enough.
What kind of lobbing throw was that?
I think he should have tried more harder.
Yeah, exactly. He should have gone for the direct hit as well, because the bowler was not around.
And you need wickets at this stage, so you need to throw everything here. Like as a bowler, as a fielder, you need to support each other. I don't know that why he hadn't hit it directly shy. But let's see. Bradley, wicketless in his third over and given 25 runs. Well, he's keeping the ball towards offside. That fuller delivery, what did we see? That he was just hammered through the covers. I think the back of length this time has been better approach from him.
Yes, the length is the key in this sort of wicket. Now Basir Ahmed is on strike. He doesn't have to do much, just rotate the strike, just play around, stay 15, 20 not out. Only 34 needed of 45 balls.
Yes, not much hard for Nepal cricket, and they will surely be levelling the series here. 1-1, this T20. Well, just gone over, I think so. There was something what they are appealing for, but just not been given by the umpire, and you've just made one cushion, one for the over.
I think they were just avoiding the umpire would give it a wide. That is why they were appealing.
Yeah.
I think that was above head high.
Slower one, he was just trying to do something Yorker, just getting off target, and that's why the batters are just going for a single. And I think so, and you were saying right that they are not in a panic, they're just going through in a normal case like just paving their way to the victory. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, still 9 wickets to go. Just win it with 9 wickets in hand. Dominate it.
There you go. Off the pads. Bit of the gap is there. The long chase. But they are still managing a couple of more runs here. 106 for 1 after 13 overs. So not much big difference between the victory of Nepal cricket team left here, and hope so that Asif will be happier that how he has done the things here. Brendan and Isho is just going to continue so far. He's just managing it to go into the back foot, deep mid wicket, straight into the one bounce. A back off length with lack of pace, not been a good choice.
Yeah, Bashir Ahmed, he doesn't let the loose ball go. When I saw him in Bhairava in the Fantasy Kara Pro Club Championship, he played the spinners straight and he won one of the matches. And another 4 for Mohammad Asif Sheikh. That was picked up very nicely over the backward point's head. Now it's Nelson for Nepal. It's 111 for 1.
Yes, Joy Super 4. You're just trying to drive it, leaning forward, just trying to smash it somewhere at extra cover. But he managed well with that shot. Just going it over the back foot point and getting 4 runs. Beautifully played.
I think we'll have to ask Lenny for the David Shepherd hop.
There you go. Anyone is down there, but no one was there. It's gone all the way. 11 Sports Super 6. What a wonderful hit.
Yeah, it was beautifully done by Asif Sheikh. And the hopping worked as well.
Yeah, Andrew was really hoping here in the com box. But in the centre, it's Asif Sheikh who has hopped and hopped well. And I think so that there is some sort of hint now that Asif wanting to finish it earlier, the way he is just batting.
Yes, I don't think he picked the googly this time. Or maybe he did. That is why he tried to play across the line.
Yes, Brendan is going through his overs quickly. With his 14 gone, Nepal 117 for 1. There you go. They're just using a pace now. Spin hasn't worked for them, and I think so, like at this stage. Luke Jongwei will surely be looking to get a wicket because he's wicketless in 3 overs, 20 runs. Might be a Yorker. No, it's just going away. I think he's the most likely that when we used to see that lots of bowlers going from Asia to somewhere at Australia, West Indies, England, the length always matters because mostly in their native countries they've been more fuller. So when they've been approaching those lands which are more pacey surfaces, so adjusting has been really matters there. There you go, he's just smashing it. Just smashing it, 4 runs in his giant Super 4.
Like I said, Bashir Ahmed. We saw him in Bhairava, and look at that shot. Same like Saeed Anwar.
Yes, exactly. Wonderfully hit. Reminded him, or reminds that left-hander.
50 overs in.
But his timing is perfect. The way he has just played that shot tremendously well.
And it was played on the up.
And importantly, into the gap, placement, timing, excellent. So he has got guts of a good batter, the way he has batted at previous shot. Might be a bit earlier, but things have been reflecting from his batting skills. His footwork is good.
Yeah, bowling a short ball here, and well defended by Bashir Ahmed. Only 15 required now from 33 balls.
Well, spectators, fans, they will love to see the win here for their native team or home side. Wonderful, good support here. They're all smiling all the times, and whether was sportive too. Up on stage, it looks like it might go up into the sky. This is huge one. Fielder. Whoa, what a catch. That is beautifully taken and tremendously held.
Yes, he judged the ball for perfection. I thought it was dropped, but the glasses went off his head, but not the ball from his hand.
So Nepal lost a second here in 122, and it's Bashir Ahmed. There you go, is trying to fetch it to its onside to mid wicket. Good cover of ground, and look at the beauty, or just leaning forward. Superman, excellent take, and got a wicket here. So Nepal down 122 for 2. So Kudza Monde took the catch, but really a wonderful catch. And new batter, Dipendra Singh Eri, right-hander, hard hitter. A batter that Nepal will love to have every time in their side, though that just only 28 runs in this series, but overall he's been a man with a masterclass.
Yeah, he scored a century against Papua New Guinea. Even Rohit, and look at this catch. Look at the head. Look at the eyes. It's still on the ball, and lastly taken like a Superman. Very well done, lad.
Yes, good job. Well done. Great effort. There you go, into the block hole, just tucked away and getting a single off the mark here, Dipendra. And there are lots of batters in the ball that will love to go off the mark on the very first delivery. And sometimes we did see there are the batters who took like 10 to 15 deliveries to get off the mark. And Dipendra is one of those guys who are all the time looking to get off the mark quickly.
Yeah, it was Asif Sheikh because they crossed while taking a catch.
Oh yes, sorry, yes.
So now Dipendra Singh is on strike. Yeah. He'll take a single, no matter what.
And Dipendra is also signed by 11 Sports as their brand ambassador recently. So he's earning name. And there you go. With a very straight bat, and all the time we're looking a really straight bat from him.
Yeah, 15 gone, it's 123 for 2.
Yes, not much distance here. 14 more required in just 30 deliveries. Courtesy good opening batting by Asif Sheikh. The way he has batted here, he took the lead and played tremendously well. He has shots, and that is showing the picture. Only 2 wickets yet, but Zimbabwe, they had 5 wickets down, and they were not looking comfortable while approaching to this 130, 120. But here, Nepal is doing a good job. So Star News, Nepal versus Zimbabwe A. Finishing today, the T20 series, the third game. There you go, there you go, there you go. One bounce into the fence for 4. So things are coming here for Nepal and Jai Super 4.
And you don't bowl half trackers to a set batsman like Asif Sheikh. And the third final fielder was up inside the circle. That's a very poor bowling.
Yes, you need to bowl according to the field plans. What the coach, captain, yourself done as a homework. You need to be accurate. And he knows that he has done a mistake here on the very first delivery. So more pressure onto the bowler. Look at that presence of mind. Excellent. This is beautiful cricket.
Dipendra Singh Aire just jogged 2 runs within the 30-yard circle.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Just making it comfortably towards offside. Soft hands. And backward point comes on. They were just trying to throw it. And no one was backing up nearby in 30 yards. So it's a sort of gift. Slower one. Going towards onside. And gone for 4. And again it's Jaya Super 4. And Asif Sheikh approaches to 83 in a quick time.
Yes, another half tracker, no pace whatsoever. Ample of time for Asif Sheikh to pull that ball to the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4 runs. He moves to 83 of 52. The score 133 for 2. Only 4 runs required now to level the series, the T20 series against Zimbabwe A.
Could be the winning runs. Now, they need to wait sometimes. They're just checking his strokes. I think so that he, with a very straight bat, many a times they're just going over the bowler's head. Or might be an on drive. But intentions are pretty clear. He will be finishing it. Dipendra Singh, it might be Asif Sheikh. Oh, wide. Well, looking eagerly towards umpire Victor.
And what is the bowler is saying to the umpire, it clipped his hips or something. The ball was so wide, it was never near to the body.
Yes. Might be over the stumps. That could have been a case. Some sort of angle going over the stumps. Might be he was a bit of concern at that stage. Victor. Backward point, winning runs. So Nepal wins here. And levelling the series 1-1. This T20 by 8 wickets. What a wonderful victory. Fans just erupted there. And they're applauding. Wonderfully hit. And what a knock. What a chase by Mohammad Asif Sheikh. 87 runs in just 54 deliveries. And Paresh, you will love to see that winning moments like this.
Yes,
being a cricketer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ajaz, it has been a treat to watch Mohammad Asif Sheikh bat like this. I think now Nepal has the 2 openers they needed for the ODI. And I don't think they need me now. Here's the batting card. Mohammad Asif Sheikh, 87 not out of 54. Kushal Bhurtel also played a knock, a good knock, 34 of 26. Basir also gave in a handy, 10 of 15. And Dipendra Singh Aire faced the ball and no run. How often do we see that?
Yes, exactly. Dafa News, Nepal versus Zimbabwe, T20 series powered by SkyExchange.net. And partnerships at the top, 88, Kushal and Asif. They led well. And then Basir and Muhammad Asif, they led it to the victory. And those are the winning shots, winning runs at deep backfoot point. And Nepal made it in a comfortable manner. Luke and Braden sharing the wickets each. Then Victor, Trevor, Bradley, they were wicketless. Bit expensive too. First wicket of Nepal 88 and the second on 122 in 15.5 overs. That's really a biggest victory of Nepal against a test playing nation. And look at those green lines, the skyscrapers with only 2 wickets down. That Nepal has done the wonder here against the Zimbabwean side in T20 and leveling the series 1-1. There you go, they started well. Nepal in a green line, and they were just going all the time up and up. Couple of wickets on the way, they lost it, but their march was quite beautiful enough. That has paved their way to the victory. Tremendous and excellent cricket by Nepal. So there you go, the match summary. Match number 3, Zimbabwe scoring 136, and I think so, pretty hard for them. 7 wickets down. And Nepal is there, 138 with a loss of 2 wickets, and I think so, Asif Sheikh. So there will be presentation after the break. So don't go anywhere, as Mr. Andrew will be down there for the presentation. With this news, like Nepal has won it by 8 wickets. We are taking a short break and we will come back with a presentation ceremony.
Hello. ठिक छ कि छैन भने के हेलो हेलो हेलो
We don't know who's... You happy with that microphone? Where it's at? Is that working for you? I'm not going to stand here, lads. I'm going to be standing over there. Okay, yeah. So going to need to be... Bye. Could you just help me? I just need to push it a yard that way. Okay. Stop. Too far. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. And do you have a player of the series for me as well, Sanjay? And tell them not to make it the same person.
Please
Yes, welcome to the post-match and indeed the post-series presentation for this DAFA News Nepal versus Zimbabwe T20 series powered by SkyExchange.net. We'd like to start with a few thanks, and some massive thanks in fact to all of our sponsors and our commercial partners and our broadcast partners who've made this series possible. The two title sponsors, DAFA News and SkyExchange.net, Century Masala, Palio Nepal, Jaya Ride Sharing App, Subisu Dish Home, Jalapa Fresh, ITW and the broadcasters, of course, Action Sports HD, Fancode, CricTracker and the commercial partners, that's Levin Sports. We're going to hear from both captains, find out who the player of the match is. We know the trophy's going to be shared. We'll also find out who the player of the series is as well. Some tight calls. We'd like to speak first to the losing captain, that's Tony Manyanga of Zimbabwe. Tony, what a difference a few days makes. Very comfortable victory in game one. What happened here in game three?
I thought we didn't post a really good total for ourselves. Gave our bowlers a hard challenge. Bowling, defending 138. I think it wasn't as easy for them to bowl. But like I said in the first interview, it's all about learning. And in as much as we lost, I think as a team we know what we need to do to be better and better going forward.
What are those learnings you're taking into the 50 over series?
Would look to bet obviously 50 overs, try and get guys to score hundreds, get those bowlers to take more wickets, because at the end of the day, if we can't take wickets, we won't win the game. So at the end of the day, we'll be working as hard as we can. Going forward, we've got some time to get in those practices in, and hopefully we can win.
The one positive note, perhaps, Roy Kaye's innings of 49. He anchored the innings pretty effectively, but no one really gave him too much support.
Yeah, I'm really happy for him, to be honest. I think he gave us a really good start, and at the end of the day, he's that guy we're going to be looking up to, the senior player as well. So good for him to score some runs, get the momentum going for the 50 overs.
Okay, well, hard luck today. Stay with us, though. You're going to be sharing that trophy a little bit later on.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, it's a Zimbabwe captain, disappointed, understandably, Tony Manyanga. The first of two awards we have, it's going to be the player of the match, and I'd like to call upon my presenter for that player of the match, Mr. Durga Raj Pathak, who's a member of CAN, is going to come into shot with me and take that lovely trophy that he's going to be presenting. So, realistically, there was only one option, but some good performances to note as well. Sandeep Lamachani bowled beautifully for 2 for 25, Roy Kaye's innings of 49, and Kushal Bertel made 34. But an outstanding knock that contained 13 fours and 1 6. The player of the match today, coming off just 54 deliveries, 87 not out he made. It's Asif Sheikh. So Asif is going to receive his reward firstly, and in a moment he's also going to be... We'll just get some photos first. That can come in a second. That can come in just 1 second. So he's going to receive a cheque for 15,000 rupees alongside the award, and also this brilliant boat sport headset, Asif. So all your music playing needs are going to be catered for, and that's thanks to the Ramesh Corp. Asif, stay with me. I think I might want that headset myself. I might steal that off you later. Well batted today, mate. How well did you hit them?
Thanks. I mean, it's a great feeling when you score on your team and you win it as a winning side. And I was timing the ball very nicely in the beginning, so I wanted to take the game as deep as possible. So I'm happy that I could be able to do that.
Naturally, you look like a more of a 50 over player to me, with your beautiful technique and your wonderful style. But you showed today striking it well over up 150. You enjoyed the T20 game as well.
Well, I believe in the timing rather than hitting the ball hard. So I work on my basic and on my technique more than hitting the ball hard in the nets. So I work on my technique a lot.
Tell me about your teammates today. The entire team was outstanding. That's a big win over a very fine Zimbabwean side.
Yeah, I mean, it's the team win, and credit goes to our team members, our bowler, the way they bowled. They really bowled well and they fielded absolutely well. So the credit goes to them, actually.
Asif, enjoy all the goodies, and we'll see you maybe in the 50 over series in a couple of days' time.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
That's Asif Sheikh, the player of the match, a very deserving winner of the player of the match. Time now for the player of the series award, and that's going to be given by our tournament director. That's Mr. Madhav Karmachari. He's going to come in and join me. Got a lovely trophy for this. If you take that trophy, Madhav, that'd be great. Plenty of contenders for this player of the series, and it wasn't easy for the umpires and match officials to make a decision on this front, I'd say. Asif Sheikh was certainly in the mix with that wonderful innings today. Wickets, as always, for Sandeep Lamachani. Some good bowling efforts from the Zimbabwean bowlers as well. But the player of the series, he hit 7 sixes in that first T20I, and he lit up this ground. It goes to the Zimbabwean captain, Tony Manyanga. So Tony's going to receive that beautiful trophy and a cheque for 30,000 rupees. How many Zimbabwean dollars is that going to get you, Tony? We'll have to work out the currency calculations. Tony, stay with me just for 1 second, just a very quick chat. Thank you, Madhav. Tony, you've hit the ball all over the park in this series. You're going to do the same in the 50 over stuff.
That's something I need to think about, but I'm really happy that I'm player of the series. As a team, we want to be able to compete, at the highest level, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for all of us to be able to take our games forward. And I'm really happy that we've had this opportunity with Nepal cricket, and looking forward to the 50 overs. On a personal note, obviously want to be player of the series again. So yeah, hopefully that happens.
Let me just ask you quickly about that 50 over challenge. It's going to be a very different setup. We should see some really good cricket in those 3 games.
Yeah, hopefully. Not just for us, but also for the fans. I think they deserve to see some better cricket from both teams. So we owe it to ourselves to put it out there and hopefully get the best results that we can.
Okay, nice way to lick your wounds after defeat today. The very well-deserved player of the series.
Thank you, sir.
That's Tony Munyanga, the player of the series. So we're going to speak now to the winning captain. That's Sandeep Lamachani of Nepal. Sandeep, an outstanding performance. Could things have gone any better today?
I think I'm pretty happy with the performance from the boys. I mean, top stuff from the fast bowler, the way they kept things tight in the power play, and then spinners, Bashir, his debut tournament, and he's been very outstanding for us so far in the both games. And later on, the second inning, Asif and Kushal giving us that start again, doing usually what they used to do every time. So pretty happy with the performance.
What do you put the turnaround in form down to? If you look at the 2 results, you were beaten quite heavily in game 1 and you've truly thumped Zimbabwe today.
Yeah, I mean, see, a few of the players, we were not aware of the opponents, and now today again, we came up with some strong plans and keeping the things tight and not giving any room to play some heavy shots. So I guess, credit goes to all the bowlers, the way they put the plans right on top, and the way they executed the plans as well. So hats off to all of them.
Finally, a 2-pronged question. Firstly, how much are you looking forward to the 50 over series, which is going to be great prep for Texas and going that trip to USA? Secondly, do you have a decision to make? Is Bashir Ahmed playing himself maybe into that 50 over squad?
Giving you the answer of the first question, I mean, it's a great preparation for all of us, going towards the ODI, and especially against a team like Zimbabwe. I mean, it's a mighty good team, and you see, some of the players they look really promising for the one days, and definitely going to be a good preparation for the USA tour, and also Basir definitely going to be there for the camp. We're looking forward to him, and we're wishing him he's going to be a super talented guy for Nepal, and keep doing what he's doing right now, and just a small message to him: just keep enjoying keep doing whatever you're doing.
Lovely message. Sandeep, stay with me. I'd like to call upon our presenter for the tournament trophy. So Mr. Roshan Kumar Singh, if you could come in and join us, take that wonderful trophy. Tony, if you would also come in and join us, because the series is going to be shared. It's going to be one apiece. I will get out of the way now in just one moment, Roshan, as we announce the winners, the joint winners of the 2022 DAFA News Nepal versus Zimbabwe T20 series, powered by SkyExchange.net. It's shared between Zimbabwe A and Nepal. And that is going to wrap up our post-series presentation. Do come back and join us in just a couple of days' time. On Friday, we'll have the 50 over series starting. And we're going to have all the action live with you on Action Sports HD. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you on Friday for a 9:30 a.m. start.